You guys took a sleep in a magnificent mansion, which does look correct now after having an awkward dinner with Draculich. You're good.
Don't mind me.
You're good.
I'm just dying.
You guys wake up, fine, rested. What would you all like to do?
Request Jeremy not flash his penis.
I request.
No. Don't mind me. It's part of the campaign. Don't worry.
All right. Well, did we have anything we needed to take care of?
I think
As
we
we
needed
were
to feed
camping?
the witch.
Lich has been fed.
Yes.
For how long?
He's not brought up any further needing to eat.
Until he
could be a
threatens to
problem.
eat one of the students, and I have to go find him a dwarf again.
Should we just leave him with an extra
It wasn't
one?
a
Like,
dwarf.
hey,
It was
just in case there's a dwarf in this room over here and he's dead.
it wasn't just a dwarf. It was an almost extinct dwarf.
Oh,
They deserve it.
wonderful.
Most of the world are
dig
people
dog.
don't exist.
Opinion,
So who cares?
probably. But
Oh crap!
Well, I'm gonna wake up, crack the old knuckles, and then head down to the breakfast
Okay.
table
There's a dice
inside of
jar
the
over there.
magnificent mansion. Get some like. Where's my food?
Are we in the mansion right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Colby, what's prepared for dinner? Or prepared for breakfast, I should say.
yes.
Yes. All right. You can order what you would like in about 10 or 15 minutes. It'll come out.
Please give me the finest of earthworms.
They don't even miss a beat. They don't look at you funny. They just whisk away in about 10
How
or
would you
15
How would you
minutes.
prefer to have those prepared? Raw, au naturel, fried?
I
sauteed?
prefer them to be sauteed so that way they're not like trying to escape, because that just means that I have a timer on my food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. You like a side of mushrooms?
Yes, truffles preferably.
There you go.
All right. There's a moment where they come out with a bowl full of wriggling earthworms. Hear that conversation.
I got a complicated one for you. Think they can make grits?
What kind of grit?
At least 80.
Damn it. You beat me to it.
So, jail, granite.
I never asked. That's just what I got at the college. Grits.
You guys keep talking on here.
Does anybody know what grits are? I don't think you want to eat rocks, right?
Nope.
What are they made of?
Have you ever been to the south?
No.
Oh,
Good for you.
The south of where?
House.
I mean, south
South of the
that
Indian?
place.
I think we're in the South Dimension.
No, I haven't been down into the Elven Forest for quite some time. I don't like the pretentiousness there. But, I don't think... Is that an Elven dish?
Nope. Just my college. Grits.
What, do you know what they are made out of?
They're white. And not quite liquid. Pretty liquid.
That's the wrong kind of
Right.
dish, though, my friend.
Maybe.
Excuse me. Could you just go for some oatmeal?
Does anybody know what they are? Ernie?
He raises an eyebrow.
You know?
I could take a order.
I'm curious.
I will,
If you would like to, I will encourage you to do so.
There's a small smile and
Like the
there's some
students.
hand movements that you, as a wizard, you obviously can tell that he's casting something.
Mhm.
And then he goes, "Okay, give it a few moments."
Okay.
You guys can continue.
Anything else?
There's some raw meat.
Some freeze dried meat.
No,
Okay.
I can freeze dry it myself.
Pretty tasty.
There's a whole continuous pig laid out in front of you.
I just start like more elegantly than you expect me to start eating it. Like I put like a bib on I just started eating
This
it.
dude's jaw about to unhinge.
You see like a cold like wisp come out.
And earthworms, grits,
Mushrooms.
mushrooms, raw meat. All right, and I'll just have my usual.
You would not believe how hard it is to find places that serve this.
After about 10-15 minutes, there's this plate that is being held by nobody, that is set down and presented in front of Bartleby, and it looks to be a rough approximation of what grits should be.
Okay. Kelly grits.
All right.
I'll like.
Check.
No check. It's fine. It's just grits.
How are they? Pretty. Do they taste?
They're a little grainy. Like, they weren't mashed up. The cornmeal wasn't done quite right.
They're a little too gritty.
I'm super stoked.
Can we have grits
Thank you.
without the grit?
Can I get a little bit less grit with my grit, please?
That's grits.
Breakfast is had, I assume.
I eat the
Yeah.
whole pig.
Mhm.
Nothing left.
All right.
All right. So proper nutrition is in order. Did we feed the lich? Do we need to feed the lich?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, yes.
I'm right here.
How long are you gonna be fine?
The lich is how big is he?
How I feel.
Is he in the kitchen?
When you eat a meal, do you have a timer on how long it will take till you're hungry again? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have like you know exactly how long?
Yes. This is a basic human feature. And bugbear feature for that matter.
37 minutes and 52 seconds.
Oh,
Do you want to know exactly how many calories I need for this winter? Because I know it.
Oh yeah.
I'll be hungry in 38 minutes and 51 seconds. I was gonna
I want to go home.
You are home.
I want to go to my home plane of existence.
As would I. Can we continue?
Sure.
And I'm assuming that by the end of the day, it's not going to matter one way or the other if I eat.
Okay.
Onward! To glory!
We're just gonna pop out of here. Is there like a front entrance? Do we just kind of like?
There's a door.
We go in and out the same door every time. We've
Do
done this for
we?
weeks.
Is there a secret entrance though?
No, you've done it for weeks.
I'll have percent.
Right.
I walk out.
I will use the front door.
You guys walk out, you're on a cliff face, and when you guys went in, it was about evening and towards dark. But when you walk out, time is kind of picked up a little differently. You guys know that you've had a long rest, but it is like dark. So either only a few hours have passed or more than a day has. You're not quite sure.
Time be fucking.
I'm do be fucky.
Ernigax. Is that the okay. Do you know how long we were in there relative to here?
As far as I know, time seems to go a bit quicker here than the
Yes.
material plane. So
Over a day.
I would estimate we're probably in the evening of the next day.
I'll see if I can calibrate the house to more closely follow the timeline of the plane we're in.
Is there any kind of timeline restrictions that we have? Do we need to get this done in the like next half hour because we lost a day, or is it kind of just like we could take a year if we needed to?
Just
They're actively digging.
I think it's just something we noticed.
Question: what's everybody's passive perception?
15, I think.
10,
15.
13.
nope,
15,
10.
15,
Yep, 16.
10,
Sorry.
16. All right. So, Dingledob, you're a little slower on the pickup, but you all do notice as you're kind of looking up at the sky, realizing it's a little darker out. You're not sure if it's darker due to time alone, because the clouds are definitely a lot thicker, and they're climbing down the mountain.
Mm.
Wasn't the like when we were flying on the back of the Draco Lich, wasn't there like a mention about how going above the clouds kind of fucking blows?
Yeah, that'd fuck us up.
How far away to the mountain are the mountains?
You were on the moon.
On the mountains. You want me to do Commune with Nature? Find out what's going on nearby.
I mean, if you want to, yeah. Like,
Do we think we need to right now? I don't know.
It wouldn't hurt.
I mean, what else are you gonna use it for?
Fair. All right, I will do my ritual commune with nature.
I'll deconstruct the house.
So
Or maybe we should.
let's see.
I'll leave it for the next 16 hours in case we
Let's
come
see.
back.
So I get
Everybody can go
to
in.
Just lock the front
gain
door.
knowledge of 3 of the following facts. So I would like to know of powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, and this is within a 3-mile radius.
Okay.
Buildings. I'd like to know of buildings, and prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
All right, so there is a very powerful entity that ticks off celestial, undead, both, and it is when you initially use this ability earlier in the desert, the Dracolich seemed like a bonfire.
Okay.
In comparison, you're looking at the sun.
Oh wow. Okay.
It is a very, very powerful entity. You'd believe if they were to use the same ability, you would not show up on their radar.
Okay.
As far as buildings, there's a very large building on the top of the mountain. That seems very important. While below there are mine shafts that are like worked stone, and you can kind of like using this ability, you get a vague sense of like where they are. It goes not as deep as you would think it would, especially considering that you know that you've looked at these Dueguar, and at least from Dingledot's experience, you know they're prolific miners. So they have either hit home on something that is very important, or something else to stop them for whatever reason.
Okay.
And also those mines are currently filled up with quite a few people.
Okay.
Does it specify like number or type to you?
Nope. Just says prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, and then powerful celestials, fiends, elementals. So I guess elaborate as much as you want.
All right. There's also this faint feeling of undeath that hasn't quite taken hold on something that is very large underneath the mountain.
Okay.
Meaning
Prevalent.
it's not quite undead, but you're getting like as it pings, this magic pings off this source, it is very, very faint, but the actual entity it is trying to connect with is very, very large.
Nothing. I'm guessing no prevalent plants.
Plants, no.
No. Minerals.
Yes.
Yeah.
That same metal that you've been pinging off of, the sand in Bathus's pit, your sword, the manacles, that same mineral and that same metal is pinging off in those mines.
Okay. Animals.
No.
Any regular people.
Yes. There's quite a few regular people.
Okay. Okay. No fae or elementals.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. That's. There we go. So I'm gonna relay that best way I can. There's large, body. I'm gonna assume it's a body in there. Very faint connection to it.
So it seems to me like there's 2 different directions we can go. We can either go down to something that's powerful, or we can go up to something that's the sun.
I'm gonna say let's go down because, and I'm gonna describe to them like in a way that I don't offend the Dracolich, that if he was a torch, this guy would be a forest fire.
It's
It's
laying
what-
down for him.
Huh?
That sounds funny.
But as far as the guy that is coming down from the mountain.
He nods.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Dracolich is like, no, he's correct.
I look to the Dracolich and say, is that large thing that I feel inside the mine what we seek that you need?
Yes.
I say we go into the mines.
No, we should go fight him first and then go get him.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
There's a lot of
I wonder how many hit points you get if you kill a god with your sword.
my.
Weasels.
You take 1 point of psychic damage. You take 1 point of meta damage.
How many weasels?
That is a good question. Probably a lot. And then I tell them that I sent a lot of dwarves, or what I assume to be Dueguar, and as well as the same mineral that we've been encountering this entire adventure.
The Stygian iron.
Yes,
Can we make something with that?
I already have something with that.
Well, you do.
Not quickly.
Not while we are here. If you want to try and take some back
No,
with
I'm
you,
just saying we have like an engineer, and maybe he could like
he's not a
work with
miner.
it. We're in the mines. We have miners around us.
If you had the material, you could make something.
How about after all of them are dead, go wild?
While he was
I'm just
doing
throwing out ideas, and I'm feeling a little bit off with communication.
very telepathic bond on all of the people from last time.
Gotcha. Cool. So you all have telecommunication now.
Oh, I missed something.
I thought
While
we had
he was
ideas for-
communing with nature, I made it so we could all talk to each other telepathically.
Do I see a good avenue into the mine? From where
Yeah,
I'm at?
there was. You guys know where the entrance is from before.
Okay.
But as you guys kind of like look
Oh, no.
down in the previous, like there was one guard before. There are two very enlarged door guard, now standing guard, and they seem to be taking their job a bit more serious because their boss yesterday just disappeared.
Okay.
You hungry enough to fit two?
Oh, even if I'm not, I can hold on to them for a while.
Alright.
Let's go. I say do we want to go straight for him and just
Is he in Draco Lich form?
No, he
Okay.
currently to you guys he looks like a middle-aged elven man.
Okay.
With some like nice blue robes that he's wearing. From time to time, when the shadows hit him a little wrong, though, you can see almost like a skeletal form.
okay?
So do we want to sneak up on those guys and kill them?
I figured I could polymorph one.
I tried polymorph another.
I mean, we can try to polymorph them both, or we can try to just kill them outright and save the spells. It's up to you guys.
I got a few fourth levels.
I mean, that would probably get us in easier without a alarm raise.
That's
Mhm.
good, yeah.
Okay, let's go for it. Then.
Alright,
I'll-
we can.
I rolled 3 consecutive nat ones. Trying to channel through.
Well, if there's anything I've learned, just think real good thoughts, good vibes.
That's
Yes.
exactly what I'm
Good
doing.
vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
All right. Let's go with plan A.
We can
Alright.
come from like up the mountain down towards them.
You guys do have Dracolich,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, he is massive.
Yeah.
You get the idea that if you were to use him as a ride, it may not turn out the best.
Yeah. Let's sneaky this.
But as far as you guys can tell, you got time.
Alright.
Let's take our time and sneaky.
I'll try to come up behind him a little bit sneakier.
All right. What's your marching order?
I'm behind Draco Lich.
Me and Bartlesby probably front so we can get in range.
And I'll be
then
just behind them, just step in front of them for anything.
the two tonks
Yeah.
close behind.
So
Okay.
boom, 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 and then
Mhm.
Dracolich in the
And
center. You
I would.
go wherever you would like.
I'd say
in the
boom,
back with our
and then
goblin buddy.
I'd say boom. I'm right here.
I
And
can't
then
do this.
oh, boom, boom, boom.
That
What?
That
Like-
didn't convey at all.
Two, and then you two in the front. Then I'm right. Then I'm right behind you two, and then everybody else is behind me.
The two of you behind the two of us, and then the Dracolich and the goblin.
Okay.
So two.
You got it. Miguel is got his gun. It's cocked back. During breakfast, he gave you guys the same boons he did before. So you guys got I believe you got +1 spellcasting, +1 spellcasting, and then you got the +1 AC to armor.
It's
Something
plus
like
one
that.
spell casting and +1 spell save.
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same boon.
Yep.
So that's 1, 2, because he only gets 3 a day. That's
Yep.
why I'm counting them off in my head. and then you should have a +1 to either AC
I think
or
it was AC.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure your weapon's already magical, so we didn't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys are going about it stealthy, taking your time.
I do.
All right.
Alright. Before you ask me,
Deciding which dice to use.
yep.
All right. Those leading, one of you can make me a stealth check, while the other one gives a survival check.
Yeah, you take survival. I'll stealth. 22. I have advantage because I am a gnome on rocky terrain.
Fair.
Or a
Huh?
Smurf ninja.
25.
Okay, cool. The funny thing was, I was going to give you advantage based on his survival roll. So, great survival roll. You managed to. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and roll this into. You guys are going to be going faster.
Fucking lore bards.
Thank you.
I got a message from my friend there, like, if the mics are limited in front of the camera, that's
Sorry about that. Yeah, you guys start picking your way down the mountain. Andre, don't be a bitch.
JoJo menacing.
And fucking stop.
There's other brands. if you want.
Mike's are lemonade. Lemonade.
It's actually Joe the song.
Mike's Hard Lemonade. Technically edible.
Joe's smushy lime juice.
It almost shits you drunk. Almost.
So, along with your survival check and your stealth check, you guys managed to keep the party at a decent pace. You're not slowed down because you were stealthing, because of how good the survival check was.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you guys about 30 minutes to pick your way down the mountain. And the entire time, you guys realize that these Dueguar are very, very intent on everything on their level.
Yep.
They do not look up once. Like,
That's
um,
like a dwarf.
yeah. And then the sky is just a ceiling, and nothing comes from the ceiling.
God is visible. Like how many 100 feet up, nothing's gonna come from above us.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. Who would fly in? So, you guys take about 30 minutes, start picking your way down. You were about 120 feet out, still above them. There's still more way to pick down. You guys can continue on unless there's something you want to snap off now. I know we got some far-range wizards that can do some stuff. You want to pick them off first?
I'll go ahead and use major image to try to just give us a nice little wall that's hard to see from below, the same color as the mountain.
Okay.
Little like fortifications almost, like little lines to kind of fall behind and have cover with.
Little rock
Are you
with
gonna
like
make them real?
the arrow slits.
I'll leave them to be fake until they need to be real.
Okay. All right. Again, they're still not looking up, and you're far enough away. So, like as you're casting, you're doing your chant. There's a moment where the Draculich kind of like starts getting lower to the ground, expecting them to like hear, but they are just pretty oblivious.
I'm using the major image that permanently exists.
So it is up, it is existing, and there's a weird moment where they kind of look up behind. One kind of looks a little confused and just
There's more mountain there than there was before.
Wow.
gotta go digging for dice.
Yeah, that one's advanced.
It's mad at me.
All right, that is in place. Bartleby, is there anything you'd like to do at this range?
60 feet out is how close it's got to be for polymorph.
Okay. So you guys gotta keep picking your way down
Yeah, that's where I would have put the walls and cover.
at 60 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, that's fine. All right, rolling over that stealth check and survival check, you guys managed to pick your way down, and to Jaden, the Draculich is just like, this is ridiculous. Looking at the door guard, just like, you got me.
We're just. It's practice.
Dog freaking out. It's okay.
Look at the Draculich. Best practices.
Oh, it's not you.
Oh.
Or are they not?
Because we're superior to them.
You guys are 60 feet out. My god. Those dogs. I bet you the mic isn't even picking it up, though. That's the worst part.
Probably exceeds the threshold.
Decibel of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What saving throws do I need to roll? There's 2 of them.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. All right. Getting 1 from each of you, right?
21 from me. What's your wisdom say?
I have to fix this. Sorry. I am. 16 plus 17 for the DC.
You should have at least one more than that, I think.
JVC 16 plus 1.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They rolled a 2 and a 12. So, what do you turn them into?
A regular turtle.
Regular turtle?
I was thinking frog.
All right.
Okay.
There's this awkward moment.
Gray scale. So it blends in.
There's the awkward moment as like they're talking to each other and they're kind of passing this flask back and forth. You realize they may have started out very serious, they did not stay very serious. And they're kind of like joking and like leaning into each other as the spell goes off simultaneously. There's a as the one on the left turns into this turtle, clatters to the ground, and the one on the right lands right on top of them. And they're just looking around bewildered. And there's very loud frog croaking.
I'll just mage hand like floated up to Ernie. You want to have at a soul?
He grabs it, and with his hand just kind of opens up a small little portal, tosses it in, and
Same thing with the other one. Have at him.
them both in. He's more than happy.
Jingle Dog will not push this thought out for fear of it transversing across the telepathic bond, but it just has the image of like how dogs are basically vacuum cleaners. It's like, what do we do with the bodies? Ernie.
Oh my
Could
god.
work, but I personally would have gone for a rabbit. Just so it was a rabbit and a turtle.
Those can get away kind of quickly.
Alright, you guys
Best
got
chicken
about.
you'll ever have.
You guys know from experience, and you've been watching them as you're picking your way down the mountain. There's about 10 or 15 minutes between each like cart drop off. So you got about 10 or 15 minutes to either sit and wait for the next 2 to come out and get confused, or run in there quickly.
All right.
I vote running.
I think we go in and take down anybody we come across. Try to do it quiet.
All right. Do you want to switch marching order?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you in front.
Dracolich.
Oh. Back.
I'll pace with the Draco Lich in the middle.
Okay.
I think we should just let him go forward, because, you know.
I mean, how about we go shoulder to shoulder with him?
How loud?
I'll let
is
you do
fire?
Okay.
Fire and bolt.
Yeah.
It depends on what it hits. There's a which, if you're in like a enclosed cavern, might be a little loud, but at
Okay.
the same time, if they're working while it goes off, it might get covered up.
Okay.
You guys would also notice that there is, as you were down there, kind of collecting them and looking around with your passive perceptions, it's pretty easy. Some carts have raw ore, while some carts have finished metal.
Can I, how close am I to the carts with the finished metal?
As close as you want to be.
I'm gonna take a few bricks and toss them at the engineer and be like, see if you can do anything with that.
He grabs them, and as you grab them, they feel very, very cold. As you toss them over to him, he grabs them, and he just kind of like almost drops them, and then catches them again. He just opens his bag and just figure it out.
I'll put a few like just like 3.
Do we hear any like mining?
Give me a perception check.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
Not good, I'll tell you that.
Can I roll passive perception?
That's a 14.
14. Yeah. All right. With a 14, you hear that there's movement in there. You can't really like pinpoint exactly what it is, but you know, like loud enough to make it to you. It's probably fairly loud.
I was more like do we hear it?
It's rhythmic.
Okay.
All right.
You can infer that what you will.
Okay.
We had somebody with a sneaky spell. Oh well.
I have a sneaky stabby spell. Stab you with my sword.
We can just sneak.
I think we just walk through till we find something.
Regular sneaks.
Yeah. Do we want to do we stealth again? Or?
I think so.
This would be another stealth, and it would all be everybody stealth for yourself. In confined quarters, nobody's really leading.
1 and a 7.
Ooh, 6.
6.
So 13.
The channeling of good energy is working. I got 22.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
I'm not gonna stop.
Come on, Draco Lich. Come on.
You guys look around for the Draculich, and he is gone.
Oh, is it?
But there is a hand on Jaden's shoulder that you cannot see.
Is this full name again?
So,
Energats.
was there something I
Gaxi.
missed? Did he really like him for some reason?
Gaxi.
We're the same.
Gaxi.
I like
No,
Bernie.
it's just that these two keep
Gax.
pestering him for book knowledge, and this guy is just like, he
It's all
doesn't
about the
talk
good
as
vibes.
much.
You know, I've actually shaken his hand, which is the first step to networking. Keep that in mind. Jot that one down.
You got pretty good.
Okay.
Where is?
That's. I'm trying not to spread super far, so my feet are out of the danger zone.
Hi.
Lord.
I'd like to scoot over further, but I'm kind of
It's all
on
good.
with the camera.
What?
He thinks I'm funny. Nobody else does.
You're probably interested in that.
Boy. Jax.
You got 12.
Boy.
Don't yell at him.
I'm trying not to make eye contact.
Yeah.
No, he's calmed down. now,
Stealth
'cause-
roll.
He's calmed down because Peyton's home now.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys take a moment. What'd you get total?
13.
13.
6.
6.
22.
22.
First stealth, right?
Yeah.
20. Dirty.
Dirty 20. All right. Gel got a whopping 12. And Energax got the highest in the group.
72.
72. Yeah. He did have advantage because he was hiding, though. Or invisible.
His advantage is
So,
X
let me
numbers.
double check the past perception of this guy.
I should get advantage on stealth because I'm hiding too. That's how he got his.
He's invisible.
Yeah, he gone, bro.
Cast greater invisibility. I didn't prepare that today.
No, he just rolled a good stealth check.
All right. So, one more time. What is your marching order so I can get everybody in the right order?
Me and the Lich were shoulder to shoulder.
I guess since I rolled like a dirty 20, I'd probably be leading the way with the Lich behind me.
Oh,
Like, attached to my shoulder. And then preferably with the bard in the back to kind of cover our tracks if there are any.
Okay.
Back.
And then that foot, single dot in the middle.
Up on a boop.
Gel would be hanging out with the bard.
He's still messing around with the oars. And...
No, he put that stuff in his pack and was just like he doesn't want to touch it anymore. He's concerned about it.
Fair enough, honestly. I do the same.
Yeah. I got different art for him this time, even though he's not an alchemist.
Art.
Dude, that clock.
Thank you. And it's not. Please, please, please work. Oh god.
Oh, gosh.
Oh dearie me.
You sullied my willy.
What?
Oh.
And then I just need good elves. Ooh, what you say?
And Andrea, just want to go back over that I have a contingency spell for glow of invulnerability. If anything would reduce me to 0 hit points.
Anything would reduce you to 0 hit points?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. It's a hamster bubble in case something would murk me.
I don't know why you're popping up tokens.
Dude.
But
So go like
Are we
10 more
able to
minutes
see?
of Baja branch.
I'm getting set up right now.
So
Okay,
like 10
so
more minutes of
being
Baja
around
branch.
with. Ta-da!
Da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Oh man. Don't
Whoop.
go there. Don't go there.
Close your eyes,
Hmm.
please. That wasn't supposed to show up.
I wonder what that thing is. The really big one
Yeah.
with wings and
That's
tails.
definitely the Dracolich.
Did that look? Is that bubbly brown? Yes. There's still like 10 minutes of time.
Oh man.
I'm not bringing fireball, but
So while I have the smart people in the room, how do I invest in a retirement fund? How does that work? Where do I go?
First, you set up a phylactery.
Yeah, I would talk to the Draco. She has better fun than I do.
First, you make an OnlyFans.
So you're telling me you went to college, you learned stuff, and you don't have.
As a dragon, let you know.
All right.
I wish I could. I'm trying to talk to him about it now.
So-
I'm actually still quite young. I'm planning my
Did you take any like accounting classes?
I'm quietly like poking the book in my pocket.
Okay, follow up question: have you ever done taxes, and do I need to do them?
No, my parents are criminals.
Okay. Anybody? No, okay.
Taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you do is you find, I have a few friends who do accounting in the town.
I see.
They essentially do like an archaic equation to figure out how little I can report and not be questioned by the. So I pay as little as feasibly possible.
So what are their
using
names?
magic. Well, it's they have some weird titles they like to go by. Magic Man and El Diablo accounting.
So-
Yeah, man.
So like when we're done here, you can like introduce me to them, and I can set up a retirement fund.
Sure, we'll survive long enough to do that.
The government
What do you mean?
come after me usually end up in jail, and then my parents fake their suicide.
Mine end up in the demi-plane until I can figure out what to do with their bodies.
I have no part in this
You know,
conversation.
I'm starting to think that you might be more like the life that you
I've
think.
never heard of taxes.
I'm just trying to learn and grow as a person, and I don't appreciate people trying to stop me doing
All right. For the record, I got it fixed.
that. Okay.
Okay.
The tokens were not saved correctly, so hopefully they will be this time. We'll see. But as you guys come in, I got you guys as vaguely set up as you asked for due to the topography. That door guard, most of you beat his passive perception, except for one
Group check.
as a group check. So there's a moment where he is kind of like got these oars, and there's this minecart next to him that he is just picking up handful. And there's a moment where Rigviar goes to take a step, and Dibbledob, as this is like basically your home turf, you manage to punch him in the knee before he steps on loose rock and make him stop.
Just like with a staff. Point at the ground.
And I'm just like,
I'll put in timeout.
The door guard kind of stops for a minute,
my hand instantly
Goes
went
back
to my
to-
sword and hit me.
loading. The sound of that rhythmic, kind of like, you realize it's actually coming from a few different sources.
Mhm.
Two of them sound very similar, and with like background knowledge, you obviously understand. Basically, from the south of you guys, there sounds to be like a lot of mining going on, but around the corner from where you're at, kind of further in this direction, in the darkness, sounds to be more like metalworking.
I mean, head further in.
Which way would you guys like to go?
What are our avenues of travel right now?
Goon. South. Further. Other south.
Goon.
Okay.
What? Why?
Don't agree.
Why would we go where we know there's a person that we have to kill?
We're using telepathy.
I know, that's why I haven't said anything.
Likely that's probably the direction we need to go in.
If we try to cross
Based
the
on
cave
what-
with him standing there, he's gonna see us.
It's true. I'm not saying he won't see us. I'm just saying that's the direction we probably need to go.
I think we should take him out while we're here.
Yes.
Can we just have the Draco Lich like open a portal underneath him? Like he's invisible. Could he just like walk up?
I imagine we can't hit that panic button too many times.
Let's use that for when it counts.
All right. I mean, we could all just sneak up on him and like hit him at once.
Hold up.
I'll hit him from over here. Or I can make him deaf.
Ooh.
Tricky.
That was awesome.
You guys want blind or deaf?
Yes.
I can only do
You
one.
do death.
Well, if you
Death.
Straight up murder him.
Death.
Kill.
Death. I think we have an easier.
I'm dropping my 9th level spell. slot
wait,
on
which
this
way is he
guy.
facing?
He's facing into a little cavern. You guys can't quite see it, but there. It
Oh,
does
he's
go
facing
further.
this way?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
make him deaf, and then we'll all walk
I would
past.
say death. Yeah.
And then we can go southish.
Word.
Okay, take one more
Okay,
step.
just-
Go. Yeah.
Or I can just stab him in the butt.
There you go.
Stab him in the butt.
I will.
Make man's death.
McMahon.
I can't. Okay, I grabbed my token. My tablet's super lagged today.
Something.
It's roll 20. It's not you.
Okay.
Summon your man.
Um, Yeah, I'll move down to where I can see him and then con save DC 21.
Oh.
Athletics.
No.
All right.
There's a weird moment where you start whispering those words under your breath, and he like kind of stops, and then starts looking around.
I'll just go like this. Like, kill. I'm telling you guys to go murk him.
What?
He's deaf now. You can kill him easily.
We can also just walk past him.
No, I think we need to get him out of the way. Well,
More bodies left standing are going to be more we'll have to make later.
he's just by himself. He's deaf. How is he gonna really get help?
Or we could just sneak past him.
No, I think he's in front of the way we need to go.
But it's also like a clue for people who are like, oh, where'd Jerry go?
If I might, if we kill him quietly without mangling him too much, I could just tag him along and have him go ahead of us.
Let's just kill him. Well, okay, define mangling too much. That's-
He still needs to look normal.
As in, like, having a face?
So-
Or, like, we can't stab.
So can I stab him but not take any appendages off? Because you're kind of nerfing me pretty hard here, my guy.
Nerfing? What?
Playing.
Yes, slang.
Basically,
I'm sorry.
If you could kill him without marring his outside appearance, like if anybody was capable of
I think I have a
shocking or
blunt weapon.
causing internal damage,
I brought Firebolt, and then my next, like, that's my first damaging spell, and then my next most powerful damaging spell, the next in, like, my options is Disintegrate.
Can I go behind him and just try to grapple him?
sure, no problem.
I'm a utility move.
You go here. You'll have advantage on this grapple check.
Okay. In his strength, right?
Yep, athletics.
He's deaf, not mute.
Athletics, you said?
Yep.
I have a
I
war
can do
hammer.
this, I promise.
I believe.
Could just
24.
All right. You got a 19. So you walk up behind him and you wrap around and start grappling him, and he yells out in surprise. And there's this moment where you're pretty sure you got him up until he grows in size. You wrap your arms around his waist and you're pretty sure you got him grappled in, and then he just kind of, with his arms above, just and grows in size.
I think. Hold on a second. I think there's a thing about this. My teachers.
And would you hand me my plate?
You count as large when determining your carry capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift.
Does not count as grapple.
Okay.
It just means if you're going to lift him up, then it wouldn't be that much of a problem for you.
Okay.
So, you hadn't grappled for a moment. This is going to go into initiative.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume hitting him with a blunt weapon would do better.
Probably.
Do I need to roll initiative?
Yeah, everyone's going to need to roll initiative.
26.
Initiative?
Do I have a
Yeah.
plus to
I have
initiative?
+8.
I thought I had a plus. Where would that be at?
So hold it for now. I'm going to ask people in a moment.
Oh, I got
Does somebody mind moving the initiative tracker so it's play?
I don't
Or is
know.
that about as far as it's going to go?
Where's the mouse? It's gonna be fun.
Doing it upside down?
Okay.
Fairly soon, probably.
And in the predicament.
Okay.
Where's my initiative?
It should just be your dexterity.
Doesn't say it anywhere.
Unless you have a different
it
ability.
should be right up by your proficiency in walking speed. If you have a plus to it.
Oh, yes. 18.
18? Nice.
Nice.
I'll be asking for them in a moment.
Oh, okay. I thought-
Yeah, their initiatives and gravity. Or cheat.
What happened?
What?
Is it upside down?
Yeah, it kind of came apart.
A little hot.
Just like you, baby.
Thanks.
All right. Rigbyar.
19.
19. Jaden.
26.
Okay. Bartleby.
18.
Dingledale.
3.
Like it. All right. Well, I'm assuming this is going to be fairly short for this one guy. But we'll see who else winds up in here. Jaden, you do be going first.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to hit.
Okay.
Use my 9 live stealer greatsword. That's a nat 1 for 17.
Nat 1 weapon attack is still a critical fail. So that is going to fail.
17.
That is going to be 19.
19. That will miss.
And 20. 30.
Meets beats. You just hit. So you come at him with these first 2 large greatsword attacks. You had him grappled for a moment, then when you got enlarged, you let go. So you just take a step back, unleash your greatsword. First attack just misses completely. You wind up like digging into the stone. You have to pull it out for a moment. You go back with backstroke, and he managed to block it off with the shield, but then you come forward straight through and manage to get it a little bit between the armor, like where the armor plating overlaps.
Okay. Question for you.
Yeah.
Does this count as a surprise attack?
No, it does not.
Okay.
You grappled him. He definitely knows.
Okay. So 3. 6, so for 9 plus. Okay, so that's going to be 20 damage. And for my bonus action, I'm going to manifest my echo. And yeah,
Where are you putting him?
I'm going to put him on the other side of the Dueguar.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's gonna
Gonna be it for you.
yeah, I think so.
All right. So You guys see that he had grappled, thrown some great sword attacks at him. The entire time he is shouting in a mixture of like a pigeon of Undercommon and Dorvish, which enough of you understand to know. Just like he is just screaming, "Intruders! Intruders coming through!" Vaguely Arnold Schwarzenegger, apparently, trying to go for Scottish. I'm not a voice actor. Rivyard.
I pull out my Warhammer instead of Black Razor, and I'm going right for his face, aka lips, to shut him up with good old blunt attack.
Okay.
Oh, should I have said I just wanted to rage first?
Sure.
Okay, I want to rage. That's going to be 25 to hit.
That will hit.
No. That's that's a D8. My bad. Is this one a D8? I can't ever remember which one's 8. This one is. So that's going to be 16 damage.
16.
Yep.
Alright, it's first attack.
Attack again. It's going to be 18.
18 hit, that'll miss.
But did I hit him in the mouth?
Were you actually wanting a called shot?
That's what I said.
Okay. I misunderstood. I thought that was just a flavor.
No.
In the future, called shots,
Okay.
you can make a called shot, but it can be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're trying to do something very specific.
Okay.
And normally it'll like include a save on their end. So
Okay.
like, for instance, if you're going like for somebody's eye and you hit a called shot,
Yeah.
they'll need to do a con save against like half the damage given, or 10, whatever's lower.
Okay.
That's my fault. So I'm actually going to give it to you. What was the damage? 16?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give him a con saving throw. All right, he makes his con saving throw. So you do manage to smack him pretty hard in the jaw, but he's just, while you come across with your warhammer, hit him right here, like where the tip of the jaw is, and you watch his neck kind of go back almost unhealthily. There is like this weird spittle of blood. It doesn't look quite right, but he is still shouting at the top of his lungs. You guys have done quite a bit of damage to him already.
Yeah.
All right, that'll bring it to Gel's turn. Gel is going to kind of freak out a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to get right here. And then he's going to shout. He goes like, we got more incoming from down there. And he's going to point down in this direction. He kind of looks over to Dingledob and goes, should I go loud?
Yeah, it's a bit late for quiet now.
Okay.
Here we go.
He's going to pull out his gun, which is still weird to say in D&D.
I cast gun.
I cast gun.
Muscle is cast.
Are you ready to meet God?
Firebolt. 4.
Also, Andrew, I know you don't like cilantro. Is parsley on top, not cilantro.
Thank you, I appreciate it. He takes out his gun, fires, and there's this bolt of fire that goes across and manages to hit the front of this door guard's breastplate, but it just skitters across and doesn't look like it actually did anything. And you just hear kind of a, oh fuck. Bartleby.
Yes.
Your turn.
Hi.
Oh, take a bite.
So, are they coming from down here or down here?
Down there.
More
Down there?
coming this way, we're fighting.
Guardians has a range of
15 on either side of you.
what? Oh, I know. Okay. I know you have to cast it on yourself. I thought you could cast it somewhere else.
Nope.
I've fucked up. Fucked up good.
It's still a great spell to have in general.
You gotta stand closer to him.
But then I'm standing closer to them.
Yeah, but you got like the two punchies in between yous. And the wall.
I'll cast Bigsby's hand.
Bigby's hand.
Does that casting in itself cost an action?
I don't have all this stuff memorized.
I will click on it. Yes, it does.
All right.
My movement. I'm this guy, right?
Yep.
My movement. Look at myself here. Wait, is that a bad guy?
Nope.
That's our goblin.
That's Gil.
I'll be next to go, and I'll put the hand here.
Interposing hand.
Interposing hand.
Okay. I need to find a hand for you.
Would you like some taco breakfast?
No.
See if I can find a hand quickly. And
Oh, Hans.
just keep things going. I might just throw something down and be like, "That's a hand." Like in this case, this barrel is a hand.
Right.
Large, correct?
That's a big hand.
A large, shimmering, translucent.
And is that where you want it?
Mhm.
All right, you got it. So you run forward, and you're casting Bixby's hand out of your bongos. And this large shimmering hand comes down. That is your action. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah.
All right. You got it. That will bring it to the Devourer of Bones and Reacts.
Huh?
Who is going to
Okay.
just... he's still currently invisible, and just sigh kind of heavily.
I tried. Sorry.
I'm so sorry, heavily.
And he's going to walk over to...
Two big meat stick swingers over here. What do you expect?
I was
Then
just
he
a
moves to the
sneaking
rest of the
past.
party. Whoa! Whoa!
And he's just going to shock and grasp this guy. He got a 23 to hit for 17 points of lightning damage. And he looks at you all and she goes, the plan is off.
Appear, so.
You can like 1v10, bro.
I'll bring it to the Dueguar Warlord. He is going to...
Googled Warlord.
I did not Google Warlord.
I didn't say anything.
He is going to pull out this hammer that has these weird, like, dwarvish glyphs on it. And as he kind of, like, flourishes it around, they all spark like this purplish pink as it lights up with a little bit of power. And he's going to swing heavy on Jaden.
Does he have to break the crap?
He enlarged, which
Oh, I thought he tried to hold on to him.
that's gonna be 21 to hit.
Cool. I'm going to use my Shadow Martyr.
You're gonna swap places really quick.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
We blew.
We blew.
We blew.
Seriously.
Yeah, he just rushed Andre.
It's Mike.
Am I doing the sneak right?
Now a word from our sponsors.
Well, we can talk telepathically, so.
No.
There's a reason I had him. There's a reason I had him in there.
Yeah.
Alright, that's his first attack. You use Shadow Martyr to block it. Luckily, he has a couple more. So he's going to keep using this hammer against you. 9, that will miss. And then again, 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is going to be 22 points of damage total, 15 bludgeoning, 7 psychic. As he has been heavy with this warhammer, kind of like large swipes. You manage the first one, you last second swap places with your echo, and it just kind of vanishes into shadow. The second one, he's still a little like off balance because you're not there anymore. So as his backstroke comes, you manage to step out of the way. But the third one, kind of like up overhand, missing your head by a little bit because you dodged out of the way, but still clocking on the shoulder for a decent amount of damage. That's gonna be his turn. Dingledob.
Instead of casting Big B's hand, I'd like to use my major image and make a metal topped box, almost like those easy up seat. You can just like spread the 4 legs out and then a tarp pops up over top.
Okay.
Like kind of shaped like that, but like thick plates of steel, about 6 feet up, starting 10 feet up, going 6 feet down, and then the bottom 4 feet are open. I'm basically trying to make it so he can't move and has a hard time like swinging, getting out of there. Try to hamper his ability to move by setting up a metal box around his upper half, that upper half of his body. And now when he's yelling, it should sound like it's echoing in an iron bell or something.
All right.
Beautiful.
Is that your action?
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yep, and it's basically like a cage, but the bottom half of the cage is not.
Okay. Yeah.
Think that'll do.
Was it like completely walled, or are there like bars in between?
It's like thick panels of steel.
Okay.
The upper 6 feet, the bottom 4 feet are clear.
But we can't see him.
You can't see the upper half of his body, but you can still get to his legs.
Okay.
Trying to make it so he has a hard time getting moved.
1 second. Because I'm adding some people to the initiative order.
Mm-hmm. What's too much custard? I don't know. Maybe it's a different kind of bread. Might work better.
All right.
It didn't seem like a long question.
Top the initiative order. Jaden.
Cool. I'm going to keep attacking this guy, but first before I do that, bonus action is just create the shadow on the other side of him again. So where I was initially standing, and then I'm gonna attack.
Whoa.
That's a 17 plus 16, so I think that hits.
No, that misses that.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll these. Okay. 15 plus 16. And then 11 plus 16. So
Okay.
all 3 of those hit. And 6 plus 11. So 3, 6, 9 plus 11 is.
Why don't you just roll?
20. What?
Why don't you just roll 6 dice and then add 33?
Okay. 2, 6, 3, 3.
Alright, so 14 to the original 11 plus
Okay.
58.
58. And how's he looking after that?
He's looking a little dead.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna purposely try to, because he's inside of the iron cage, I'm not gonna fuck up his face, but I'm just going to like try to do it to places where it's gonna make him usable for the lich.
Right. So as his cage kind of goes down on top of him, he winds up kind of bending over with this warhammer still in his hand. And as you are now on the backside of him, he has looked over to Dingledob, kind of very confused on what's going on. And you manage to, in very quick succession, just going up between the plates of his armor, because now he's bigger, so is his armor creates a bigger target. And you just go in on one side and out on the other, and manage to just go through his spine. And he just goes limp, goes back down to normal size, and it's just limp on the ground.
Wonderful.
All right.
Well, I'm glad the box was helpful.
He big dead.
Back down to normal size.
Whoop whoop.
All right, Rigbyar, you have some people running up on you.
I'm running their direction.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pulling Black Razor out.
Sorry, my computer's going a little
No, you're good.
slow. 30 feet gets you there.
Am I on any of them at this point? I can't see very well, so
Okay.
You were here. This is the closest guy.
You were running down. There's like a 5-foot drop from where you're at right now. An interposing hand is currently in front of you. It doesn't actually look like a barrel, but that's what I could grab quickly.
oh, okay, that's why I was confused.
On the other side of interposing hand is another Dueguar that looks to be outfitted quite the same as the one you guys just killed. And he's running forward, and behind him, there are actually 2 more.
How far away is he?
15 feet.
I'm gonna use my breath weapon.
Okay. What's he need to do?
Let's see. He needs to DC con DC 17 or take half damage or half damage on succession. 5d6 for me.
He fails
Okay.
heavily.
So he's gonna take 4. So that's 10, 18, 21.
21 total?
21 cold damage.
All right. You run forward, breathe in deep. Bartleby, you raise the hand up just at the right time, so when he unleashes his cold cone on him, the door guard is kind of taken by surprise because he didn't really see him at the moment. And just as it ends and your mouth snaps shut, so does the hand come back down.
Yeah, it's about, I'll just sit there, I guess.
All right. Bartleby, it'll be your turn.
Firmly grasp it. Grasping hand.
All right, so what's he need to do? That's going to be a athletics check on his turn.
This hand attempts to grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet of it. You can use your hand's strength score to resolve the grapple. If the target is medium or small, you have advantage on the check. While the hand is grappling the target, you use your bonus action to crush it. While you do so, it takes bludgeoning damage equal to 2d6 plus spellcasting.
All right. So you have advantage on the athletics check using the hand strength, and I
That's
just need to
neat.
roll a normal one.
That's plus 8.
I also have Big B's hand up because I might be using it.
It's a good spell.
14.
Is it medium?
He is currently
Oh, wait,
needing
advantage.
advantage.
Here we go. 16.
16. The
Yes.
advantage was important.
Oh, did it pass?
It would have passed with 14, but with the 16 you beat it. So you
Cool.
have him in your grasp.
You can squeeze.
Yes, I will squish. That's a
Squeeze.
2d6 plus my spellcast mod. Ready?
Yep. 2d6.
Cool. Six.
It
Roll,
is just
not
so
throw.
impressive.
You
You
see
roll
what
it
I
wrong.
did?
You went, and then it, boom, boom.
Didn't.
Crap.
5. So
11 plus
11 plus
3,
three.
14.
Yep.
All right.
You're doing like the master hand, like
Rolling knuckles.
That doesn't look very good.
All right.
looks great for me.
That will. Cool. Rigbyard, from your point of view, this hand comes up, you do your cold breath weapon, comes back down, and it just wraps around this guy. Taking this opportunity because he is also grappled by it. Gal is super excited because he's like, finally! Cocks his gun back, aims real good.
Can't miss now.
Better not. He might. 20.
Hey,
Yeah.
take his head off.
Blows his head off.
That's 4d10.
Fireball gives into his nose.
Two.
Blows up
that's
his
the
head.
best part of
Nine.
calling, okay? Or you keep just
10,
taking dudes' heads off.
15.
You're like, what?
All right.
There was a head.
Crit damage wasn't that great. I rolled pretty low, but he still wound up doing 14 points of damage with cantrip, so that's neat. Yeah. So he fires, and there's this moment where the Dueguard is trying to like wriggle his shield up to block, but he gets hit dead center in the eye, and he's just screaming at the top of his lungs. That'll bring it to Draculich's turn, who is going to kind of like look left, look right, and start wandering down this way.
Is this the direction we needed to go?
No, he was looking that way, but we don't know anything about that direction.
And while he's down there, he's going to... he's actually just going to cast Mel's Acid Arrow.
Okay, 2 people down there?
Yes, he can.
No, that hasn't updated on my Roll20.
You might need to scroll down on the map. Or it's... That is odd. But the map isn't showing all of it correctly.
It just zoomed out. Looks... Alright, I can see it now.
Okay.
Chug-a-lug, but I can see it.
Yeah. Alright, that'll hit, and he deals 11 points of acid damage to this guy down here. So you see him like walk down this opposite direction, and then you just hear more screaming.
Oh boy.
Gonna be his turn. I'll bring to the Warlord, who you currently have grappled. He is going to try and break the grapple, because that's what he can do this turn.
No, we got in here, we pulled the mine, we're gonna clear the mine, and then we'll go down to the bottom.
Like it.
Alright. So this Duerguard is going to... he's going to enlarge himself in your grasp, which is going to automatically break it. No, wait, you're currently large.
Yeah,
It's a large hand.
I can hold up to a large or huge monster.
Yep, you are right.
I don't know if it would have mattered earlier or in the future, but he has the counts as a size larger for pushing, pulling, and grappling. things.
It
Not for
doesn't
grappling.
count for grapple, so.
Mhm.
But yeah, I
Okay.
tried that. I also have the gauntlets of like
Ogre
something
strength.
drink, and I was like,
Balance of ogre strength.
Yeah,
Don't
I
you
can-
also have a belt of giant strength?
He has a belt of
yeah.
Storm Giant Strength is what he has.
I can grapple up to huge.
Yep, he rolled a dirty 20 to break out.
You could have got a hammer of thunderbolts.
They'll be
He
contested
has a-
against Bigsby's hand.
Oh.
Gauntlets of ogre power and a belt of giant strength in order to use.
I didn't realize
Not
that
just
was
even to use them.
Wow.
pizza.
Alright. He breaks out, but that is his turn.
Hmm.
That's his action. Does he have anything for bonus action? Nope. That's all he got. Alright, they'll bring to this Duerguard. This Duerguard's the one that just got hit by acid, actually. Who is going to...
Distant screaming.
Yep, distant screaming. Gonna get over there. He's going to enlarge.
Anybody who wants Tahoe brush now will have to heat it up.
I'm gonna fall after the. I had a few different
You got
things.
one.
Yeah.
Boom, gonna do that. Oh. Perfect. He would much rather do that. Alright, he's going to turn invisible while he's running through.
Nice.
Other warlord is dead. Alright. Dingledom. Did you be your turn?
Alright, I will also cast Bigby's hand.
Okay.
And where he's like squeezing him, I'm just gonna have my hand just go. It's- I will. I will also punch.
Huge.
Gonna be +8 to hit. Clenched fist. 13.
That will miss.
Yep.
Thank you for the follow.
Hello, thank you.
This stream element thing isn't working, so I can't say their name. I feel
I
bad.
think that's all I can do on this turn.
Okay, so another spectral hand pops up, probably a different shade of color. I'm assuming you probably like dark purples as Dingledub. Is that about right? That's what I thought.
That's what I usually do anyway.
Yeah. Kind of dark purple pops up behind it and swings down. But he manages to bring his shield up and block it. Other Duerguard. I wonder how smart the Duerguard is. I'm gonna give him a passive check really quick. Nope, he's gonna do it. He's going to enlarge himself.
Oh, you already... Did he already punch himself?
Different Duerguard.
Oh, okay.
There's a few.
There's a whole mindful. Turns out.
Weird.
And he is going to come down with a war pick against your hand.
Okay. AC 20.
All right. First attack, miss. And he can only attack once. Also, he shouldn't have attacked then. It's an action for him to enlarge anyways, unlike the other guys.
Okay.
No, he enlarges and stares at menacingly.
Hand.
Which of us is crazy hand or which is master hand?
Jaden.
I'm gonna make my movement towards the. Wait, there's an enemy in like the squishies, right? I just turned large.
He's one down here.
Next time I have him hit, I'll just
Dude.
have the hand go.
Way back.
Okay, so that was the one that just looked menacingly, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk as far as I can towards like that barrel. That's actually a hand.
All right. Do you want to do your movement, or would you like me to do it?
You can go ahead and do it. I'm
Alright,
not very good at maxing out the 30 range on roll 20. But I'm gonna take the dash action and do that.
Are you going to go through it?
Sorry?
Are you going to go through it?
No, I'm gonna
Or just go right up to it?
we're gonna stand next to like the Who is that?
Me.
Okay, yeah, I'll stand next to you.
You can get that far on 30.
Oh, on
If
30.
you'd like
Okay,
to.
then I'll just do that.
I figured as much.
Yeah, and then I will
You got the ready for it.
yeah, I got the ready action, and I'll just wait until somebody walks within 10 feet of me.
You were already within 10 feet of that Duerguard because he's large size.
Cool. Then I will make 3 attacks.
All right. Let's go.
That's a 9
Right
plus
there, boss.
16.
Yep.
AC 20.
AC 20. Okay, so as long as I roll above a 4, then I'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
3. 4. Okay, so 2 hits. So that's 46. 3, 4, 8, 12 plus 22.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that?
And
22 plus 12. 34 damage to it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That is another completed Duerguard for you.
Aw.
Coup de grace.
completed.
Save some for me.
I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to hit it from the side and like cleave it through, then back, and then on the third one, I'm just gonna like use the butt of the hilt and then like kind of try to get it towards his sword, preferably like stuck through it.
Oh god, Black Razor sounds so disappointed as an already dead body makes contact with him. There's just a very heavy sigh in the back of your mind. Just maybe he should wield me instead.
I don't even have a response for that.
Yeah. Since I still have a bonus action here, what I'd like to do is because I'll just manifest my echo. But I want it to be as close to that other one as possible, so 15 feet in front of us.
If he handled Black Razor, he might actually channel a piece of his soul into it.
That would be wild. Endlessly feed him. Well, or Black Razor just might drink him.
Honestly,
I was gonna say Black Razor just might drink him.
And that's gonna end my turn here.
Did Papa Smurf shrink?
Yeah,
Papa Smurf's dead.
he died.
Jaden shanked him in the ribs.
Why I'm upset.
All right. Well, Rigbyar, it's your turn to redeem yourself.
Well, I'm running up on the next guy.
I will use
I have
interposing
40
hand
feet
and
of
put it
movement,
between
by the way.
Jaden
40,
and the Dueguar, so Rigbyar can have a moment.
Hold his head like with the
Actually-
Bigby's hand.
Actually, I think your strength is high enough you could just push the hand.
Probably,
Yeah,
if he wanted
very
to.
difficult to do.
All right. So you run forward, and I assume that you'd want to be in flanking with
Yes.
Jaden.
Yes.
So I put you in flanking.
Yep.
Go for it. Go hog wild, dude.
Does that give me
Advantage.
advantage?
It does.
It does. Okay, so that's gonna be 26 to hit.
Reckless attack.
Critical
advantage.
All right. 8, 16, 19.
19 points for the first one.
Yep.
That is a significant chunk out of this door guard.
Yeah. All right. Natural 20.
Natural
Which
20.
is also, crit.
How would you like to?
I'm slicing him straight down the middle.
All right. There's this moment as you're just enraged, angry, start running forward. You go to
My
kill one
first
door
crit.
guard as it and as you're swinging, it shrinks down in front of you. As Jaden kind of goes, and pushes him down. You just keep going. The other door guard is now looking at its commander who just died. Looks up at you guys in fear as he just gets this great sword through his middle. He takes a moment, holds his side, drops to one knee as you just.
That still only counts as one.
So, how much did I drink out of him?
Is it their maximum HP?
Let me look. So,
You keep looking that up. We're gonna move on.
Are we still in
equal
initiative?
to the slain
We
slain creature's hit point maximum.
27.
Okay.
Bartleby, it do be your turn.
Can I see anybody left?
For you, no. Also, point of contention, and this is my fault. You don't have dark vision.
I gave you a hooded lantern. Or no.
No, you didn't. Yeah, last session.
Yeah.
You talked about it. So, you can see about 60 feet out, and from your perspective, doesn't look like it.
Cool. I'll sit down.
Sit down.
There's
play
still
a
fighting
fighter.
going on further in the caves.
Where?
Me and Jane are just
There's
drenched
some coming
in
from down
drenched
here.
in blood, breathing
Okay.
heavy, and he's just like, "I'll sit
Who's this?
down."
The dragon.
Dragon?
Dragon.
I'll go follow the dragon.
That works.
I was gonna do that too.
Sure, you don't want like a non-squishy.
Yeah, we have a Draco Lich.
Oh, that's a Dracolich. Okay, I heard dragon, and I was like, where did the dragon come from?
Dragons also are squishy.
Same diff.
Does Power Word Kill work on the dragon? It has more than 100 hit points.
Is that just the hit point maximum, or is it
If you have 100 or less hit points, it kills you.
That's your movement. You have an action, bonus action if you'd like.
I need 3 more hit points for it to
I'll
not
move,
work on
or
me
move
immediately.
my hand. Crunch.
How far can you move your hand? Because that is a solid wall.
60 feet.
I think either. Yeah, it'll
As a
be far.
bonus action, you can move it up to 60 feet on one of your turns.
So you're gonna move it about yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There is a moment where that magical connection you have with the hand, you feel it brush up against something as you try to put it into that space.
Grab.
Grab. Okay. All right. You need to make a check.
Okay.
It will be. It will not be an advantage.
Now 20 plus 3.
No, plus 7 for you.
7.
7 or 8. Yeah.
Oh wait, it's the strength and the
It's your spellcasting, overall. So,
plus 3 for spellcasting plus something for strength, right?
it's plus 8 because that's the strength score. Or
It's the hand strength score. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you see that?
It's
In
the
film.
second paragraph. It has an AC of 20.
Yep,
Hit points
plus
equal to
8.
yours.
So 29. No,
28.
30, 31,
28.
28.
It's plus 8, not plus your proficiency.
Not plus my spellcast mod.
No, when it's
Okay.
the hand is trying to do something with its own strength, it uses
Yeah, 20
Alright.
plus 8.
It got a natural 19, which still loses, but they put up a good fight as you wrap around it. I gave them advantage because they were invisible, and you still beat them. You wrap around it and you break their invisibility as they come back into view. There's this massive door guard that is like cowering in this kind of tunnel space that just looks back very confused.
Yeesh.
Well, it's being. Already used my bonus action with the hand.
But it will be grappled.
It did.
He said it do be grappled.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said it can be. I'm like,
It done literally was grappled.
All right. They'll bring to Gel. Gel's going to. Again, he's going to look at Jingle Dub because he's kind of just. To him, your head boss at the moment. He's just, left or right.
Follow the Dracolich. He'll be better. He can help keep us safe.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, we're just like, it's a blood orgy.
That's a set of words I don't want to hear. All right. He makes it that far up, sees the door guard, and just goes like, ah! And he's gonna fire. And he's gonna hit. Oh wait, at advantage because it's grapple. Nope, no, natural 20. Me 2d10. 1, 8, 9 points of damage. He hasn't had to kill anybody yet, so he's pretty happy about his day. I'll bring it to the Dracolich. He was going to just walk forward to about, at first. And he doesn't want to waste anything other than cantrips at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Shock and Grasp, 25, and does 6 damage. This is exactly what he needed.
I don't get to do another.
Nope, you don't get to have. Alright. So, there's this weird moment for you as you're kind of sitting there holding on to it. You can feel almost like this static vibration out of your bongos as he holds this door guard and shocks them to death.
oh. It makes like a humming noise because.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's fire.
But he takes his hand out. Currently, you guys are going to be out of initiative at the moment, but you will notice that the entire mine has gone quiet.
Well,
Follow that
I'm
Dracolich.
just gonna say I'm assuming I can see this from where I'm at. Okay, I'm going that way.
Yeah. We'll just kind of probably go down the. I can't ping the map. We'll go down this hallway where the Dracolich is going.
do we want to like pile up the bodies as like a warning?
No.
I think the split in half. Couple of bodies that are here, well warning enough.
Okay.
Funny contention. You guys can't see him because of where the map is at the moment, but if you scroll down, there's actually another door guard that is in that cubby with you guys that is just chilling.
Oh, I see him down there. Yeah.
During this entire fight, once he saw that his commander kind of just got split in half, he just kind of dropped his war pick and is taking a step back.
I'm gonna leave them alone.
As I walk
Okay.
by, I'll be like, I'll just shout in Undercommon to fuck off out of the cave and point the way we came.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave him be. It's not worth the time.
He waits for you guys to pass, and then you guys do hear some scuttling down the cave.
Hear some fucking of off.
Yeah, some bucking about.
And just in Undercommon, Ida Nachwe.
All right. Right now, I think we're going to go ahead and take our break, and when we come back, there'll be a nice guest for you guys to
Yeah.
encounter.
Alright.
Ooh.
Finally got your boy,
Your boy.
Skinny P.
It's gonna be.
know what we're playing.
Hello, welcome back. We stuffed food in our faces and had a delightful time. So, we're going to be picking up with another character. You'll see that there is a lovely Jeremy sitting here on his phone, like a bitch.
I don't think you can see him actually.
Yeah, you can.
Just a little
I
bit,
saw your
just a little
arm.
bit. Yeah, he's there.
No, he's just blending into the wall.
I'm quiet.
And his shirt's that pale. So, your character has been a little cooped up, and you and I have already talked about what they're doing. But as you were going about your work, there is what sounds like shouts, combat, metal on metal, as well as some other things like possibly firearms and spells being cast. And you stop for a moment and you're looking over your shoulder, and this Dueguar, who has been kind of standing over you most of this time, also stops and looks over their shoulder.
Yeah.
And there's the sound of metal on metal as more Dueguar come pouring in, and they're just yelling at each other in Dwarvish. What languages do you know?
I
Let's see.
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Dwarvish, so you understand what they're saying. They run in, they're talking, they're just like, Captain, there's intruders. Large force.
How many?
They're not speaking to you.
Oh.
They're speaking to the Duerguard that is overseeing you.
You are not captain.
Oh, yeah. In my mind, I am the captain, actually.
I love that knee-jerk roleplay moment, though. Ran with it.
How many were they?
But he does ask a very similar question. Asks like how many, and they go off to rattle few different types of humanoids. Some with swords, some with magic. And there's a moment where this captain looks down at you, and you've been kind of forced into this type of service. And he looks at you, and there's just like this very, best way to put it, perplexed look on his face. You can tell he's trying to weigh something. And then he kind of shouts an undercommon to the rest of them, and he stays behind with you while others move forward into a different area. Is there anything you'd like to do with this?
I can hear that there's stuff going on. Can I tell like where, like what cavern it would be or how far away?
What's your passive perception?
I'm looking. Ah, yeah, 12.
12. You know that you're kind of in like the deepest part of this dungeon, this mine. From your perspective, you're facing away from your project. They would be to the left and further up in the mine.
Okay.
So they'd be towards the west.
Are there any what are the people around me?
Currently, it's just you and the captain. Generally, while you've been kind of in this service, he will lead you into this area, kind of manacled, and the same kind of black Stygian iron that you've seen a lot of seems to be what they're trying to mine out in this area.
So
You would know that this specific type of metal seems to make magic inert. So he will lead you in here, then he will unmanacle you, and he stands guard over you while you do your work. But he does seem a little distracted.
I can't do. So I'm doing stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of keep my focus on that.
I was purposely keeping it vague so you can give as much information as you would like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep focusing on the task at hand and keeping ear out for how close things are coming.
All right, we'll tie you in when it gets there then. All right, back to you, lovely bot.
Yeah.
You guys are taking a brief moment of respite. I would assume you would have kind of regrouped into like one kind of huddle.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are kind of grouping up, you would hear that the sound of like metal on metal and armor is making its way down some hallways, but they seem to be quite a ways out.
Could we possibly make it look like the path leading up to us is just a wall?
I can. They probably know that it's not just a wall. Because they live here.
They do.
This hasn't always been here.
Illusion, what are you hiding?
I can make it look like a cave-in, but they would probably feel and hear the cave-in if they evidence of cave-in. That could be suspicious.
They seem pretty weak. You could probably just kill them. If they can.
Word.
Through. You wouldn't see us.
Have any of us been hit yet?
No,
Anybody?
Yeah,
still
I got
up.
hit. But like I let them hit me, so
I feel like we can continue to push forward.
I'm still in a rage right now, so I'm just
do you have relentless rage, Joe?
relentless. Yeah.
At 16th?
I was just double checking. I honestly didn't know.
Yeah. I'm still just.
You guys look over and you're trying to like get this game plan going. There is just like almost crystalline blood coming out of his nose as he's just sitting there staring into the middle distance.
did you like the little flare that I added on that last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great. My sword loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It worked. Coming
It all
for you.
worked out.
So we're down here now.
Yeah, I figured that'd be a good place.
My
to
sword
regroup.
wants to drink you.
So where are we going inside of these mines? Does anybody know the direction?
I'm
Can
following.
you do that nature thing and tell us where to go?
Can't do it again.
Oh,
I
shit.
Not
think
while
we
I'm
gotta
breaking-
go
not while I'm
this
breaking.
way.
Do we want to just like pop open a mansion and then like?
No.
No, let's keep following our good friend here. I can't speak rationally right now. Though.
What about you, Ernie?
I cannot wait till I get on the material plane. Kill you all. That being said, I still need you for now. I would say the one way that we haven't gone yet is probably the solution.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real, Ernie. You're not causing like a group morale of like we're a coordinated team working together. Not really.
You know, I admit that you guys are great murder machines,
Thank you.
but those can be found just about it.
That's not true.
That being said, stupid questions are responding with stupid answers. The one direction that we have left.
I'm just walking forward. now.
There's actually two directions.
Back out of the cave or further in the cave.
No, there's actually two directions.
I'm not listening to this conversation anymore. I'm walking.
No,
forward.
the cave that we fought the first guy at didn't go anywhere. This cave doesn't go anywhere.
So okay, so
This
that
is the
cave's a
only-
dead end.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't see that this is a dead end word.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm just pushing past everybody and walking forward.
Energax is just a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Well, you take point, big guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You see the crit like the.
I'll like float along on my hand. Just
If he's actually pushing past
You're
me, I would
literally
consider
shooting
turning him
from
into a frog.
I'm a what?
You're shooting.
You consider turning into a frog?
I don't think you're in front of me.
I think that was his point.
I'm a 2.5
So-
foot tall slate gray gnome.
So does the Draco Lich kind of just go off and like lead the way?
He does not want to lead. He follows, though.
I'm leading
Okay.
because I just want to kill something.
I'm behind him saying right, left,
Yeah.
right.
I'm just like I'm just that's all I can hear, and I'm just staring forward. Like I haven't blinked for a solid like 10 minutes.
Alright. You guys start making your way further in.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look acceptable to everybody?
Sure.
Sure.
Alright. You come to a T intersection, left or right?
Left.
Let's ask Ernie.
No, left.
All right.
I'm going left.
Hey.
Did you just?
Don't. Just leave it. Just leave it.
You can think the footage will prove your innocence or guilt.
I know exactly what it is. Just leave it. Does not need to be discussed. Happened.
All right. So you turn down this cavern. You were marching forward at a plodding pace, and you realize that you are coming across another entrance that has a little bit more Dueguard in it. You can see down this cavern just a little bit, and you see about 2 of them at the moment. They are stopped and ready for you. And in fact, they have some ready actions. So you in front, they are going to throw 2 javelins.
Let's go.
14 to hit for the first one,
Misses.
23 to hit for the second.
Hits.
All right, it's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Half.
Cool. That's fine, but we're going to go back into initiative.
Do we use the same ones?
Nope.
Oh.
All right. Doing
That includes
more
you.
than twice as good.
Initiative.
7. Nice.
An initiative
Proud of you.
is...
Yeah.
Dexterity, normally.
Is there anything open over there?
Anything open?
Yeah, it's on the counter.
Yes. Yes, there is. I mean,
His look when Aaron caught up, he just literally went. I was eating bacon.
Sorry, I don't have perfect control over a cat.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I know.
They are not beings designed to be cruel.
All right. Let's see. Jeremy,
15.
15. Rigbjörn,
Dirty 20.
nice. Jaden,
The +8, 12.
Damn. Love
Bartleby,
21.
Oh, 21, 21.
With a +1, 7.
glad that was really drawn out. Gel, 3, you got 15. Sorry, with a +3, 15. Is that better? Look good.
You're always good.
Oh, thanks, boo boo.
Ugh.
And Energax with a solid 8. Initiative buddies.
I'd say it to him if he were here just to get him. Okay.
So what am I saving?
Initiative.
All right, Bartleby, you are first.
Cool. What do I see?
You see a vague impression of one Duerguard that looks to be a little less armored, and then you see another one of those very heavily armored Duerguard that you guys have been fighting.
Cool. I'll try to like
Around.
and turn it into a frog.
All right. 60 feet, right?
I'm digging the consistency here.
All right,
Always
that's
frog.
wisdom saving throw, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I have a frog we talking.
Is it my DC or I also roll?
DC.
16 + 1.
All right. DC 17. They don't make it. They
Frog.
do not make it. All right. I'm going to put a little token on them to remind myself that they do be a frog.
Still
Bring it down into a frog. You see, they threw javelins at Rigbjörn. One of them nailed him in the center of the chest, and they're just screaming in the middle of the screaming. As they turn into a frog.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
All right, solid. Rigby.
Black razor in hand, I'm running in there.
That's 30 feet.
I have 40. Okay. I'm attacking him. Carving that bitch up.
All right.
That's a 18 to hit.
18. That will definitely hit.
Yep. That's a 14 damage.
14 points damage. All
Yep.
right, nice.
First attack. Second attack. 20. 30, 20.
That also hit.
$17.
17. All right, so you come in and you immediately cleave down on this guy's shoulder, and as he takes a step back, you whip back around and
Sorry, 19.
cut his head off.
Oh, nice. How many hit points do I get?
27.
Awesome. Oh.
I'll bring you to this Dueguar's turn, who is going to move forward onto you. And they're going to just two-handed come down with a pickaxe.
Hmm.
That's a nice. All right, 12 to hit.
Yes.
All right, and they don't get multi-attack. That's all they got.
Mm-hmm.
So he swings one really heavy one, and you just manage to dodge out of the way. That'll bring to Gel. Gel is kind of an awkward position in the back, so he is going to instead. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Sorry, I won't. This room seems interesting.
That one, no, that's fine. That's fine.
So those engine blocks around the dwarves in the back there?
What?
You
No,
can't see it on the
They're
screen.
shitty anvils. Leave me alone. He's going to drop the force ballista.
Oh boy, it's that time of day again. Oh, 5 o'clock.
He's
Oh
going
boy,
to
here I go killing
move it.
again.
There could be a lot.
Let me double check something for him really quick.
Hit it with a
Dragon man.
You gotta shake it before you bake it.
I'd do Lucas's, but I'm already sitting.
Yeah, okay. Bonus action, he's going to go ahead and move that thing forward. And he's going to get it just lined up and take a shot at this guy in the very back. Range spell attack. +7. That'll miss. So this weird, like, crawling ballista contraption kind of just starts scuttering underneath your guys' legs, sits, posts up, and just and shoots this like crackling amethyst headed ballista bolt at this guy. And as he manages to deflect it with his shield, it hits the ceiling and just right. Professor.
Are there any negative repercussions for stopping what I'm doing?
Not for you. It's not going to do anything. Sorry, that sounded very cryptic. The only negative repercussion you think of that would happen is that your overseer might be upset.
Speaking of the overseer, what is he focused on?
Close.
He's looking down this direction.
And he's the head honcho.
Yes, he's the head of his mind.
So I'm going to use Feeble Mind.
Okay.
Hey man, this guy's been a dick, and I ain't having it.
We
Like,
filed the HR multiple times.
bro, he is HR, and he's the worst. Okay.
That's how HR works.
So intelligence saving throw.
All right. Does this count as charmed?
No.
No. I'm just double checking. I don't know the exact wording of it. Cool.
No charm.
This is intelligence and charisma reduced to 1.
19.
And where's my modifier? It's just my intelligence, right?
So
I'm used to like writing all of this stuff in one area.
he made it by 1.
Okay.
It's clobbering time.
Does he still take the damage? Failed save. It just says target takes
Failed
4d6. But then on the failed save, that's when bad stuff happens. So
So he takes the damage regardless.
yeah.
Yeah, it says take the damage and must make an intelligence save.
I'm horrible at math. 18 plus
I don't think you add anything.
5. Would it not be my intelligence modifier?
Generally, you don't add it unless it says to
Oh,
add your
wow.
modifier to the damage.
Yes, 18.
All right, 18 points of damage. Psychic.
Kick
correct.
a new place.
Still,
So close. That would have been poggers right there.
It would have been.
Doing a lot of drugs.
I
All
see
right.
big spell slot. I use big spell slot.
You take a moment and kind of grabbing from one of the tomes. I imagine like with your 3 books that kind of float around you while you're doing your work.
Mhm.
And you kind of grab from one of them and pull out your staff and fire
Wait a
a feeble
minute.
mind.
I'm going to use that Astromancy arc. Or is it too late? I'm sorry. This is a lot to read.
Are you a divination wizard?
So, the Astromancy Archive, when a creature you see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge and force the creature to roll a d4 and apply that number rolled as a bonus or penalty.
Oh shit! Because this is your reaction, it still works. Meaning, I have to roll a 1. Oh, nope, roll a 3. So he fails.
Okay, so his charisma is now 1.
And intelligence.
His intelligent. So his charisma and intelligence are now 1. He can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand
Oh,
language,
no.
or communicate.
no.
The creature can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them.
Can't wait to kill this guy.
So what changed? She's an overseer.
Yes.
Well, you.
All right. So there's this moment. There's this moment as you're casting this feeble mind spell, as you grab your staff and you jet forth this energy through it, and you see that it makes contact and starts to turn around like enraged at you. You let go of that tone, and you grab another one, and then another bolt of energy from your staff, this time a different color, as he just goes from angry to very confused. And just
Visible pain.
And if that was my reaction, do I still have movement?
yeah, he's still got movement.
So do I know approximately where these people who are fighting my slave drivers?
So you know the general layout. You've been here a few
Can't
times.
wait.
You know, to the left. To your right is where all the slaves and everything, slave drivers have gone. That's kind of where they like centered up. You know, that's where the forages are. But they seem to be reacting to something down a hallway. And you know, if you went to your left, you can wind up on the back side of that hallway.
I am going to go there.
Okay.
Wait, you don't want to come into a blood frenzy?
I think that they might be a little bit confused if I just walk past them, like, hey, make my way downtown.
Hey,
walking
don't
fast.
matter.
I think they have a lot
Turn
to
your
deal
boss
with
into a
right
dumbass.
now. I imagine the dudes just watching you go,
Oh man.
Oh, you're kind of behind us.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. That is a solid turn if I ever seen
So
one.
you're right here.
There. And now I can turn him on. Those words. All right. Nice. All right,
Turned on now, Darren.
I'm very erect.
I'll bring it to the Dueguar Hammer, who is going to charge forward.
Come on. Come back.
Get here.
I want to feel something. I haven't felt pain in years.
All right.
Oh, that was my big spell slot. So long.
Wait.
Vitas and then goodbye. I did.
All right. So he's going to do 2 attacks against Dino. One with his hammer. Natural 20.
Mhm.
For a total of 18 points of damage, reduced to 9. And then second attack is natural 1.
I'm gonna use my Vengeful Assault
Okay.
That's all it
and react to get an attack with him against him.
Nice.
That's a natural 1.
Hey! like mine.
There's a Three Stooges moment as he comes back with his giant hammer, slams it down on top of you, but you have managed to flip in the middle of your reaction attack. So as he swipes out with his hand, this like disgusting claw, it goes straight over your head as you hit the ground. You also miss with your sword.
Rip. That sucks.
Jackie Chan.
So I took. Oops.
9 points bludgeoning. After the reduction.
Yep.
All right. That'll bring to the Dueguar Warlord, but he is currently a frog.
Yes.
Ah.
Is there anything he can do to break this, or is it just after he takes damage?
Things damage.
I think he has
Pretty
to
sure it
have
is.
his hit point maximum reduced to 0.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you are correct, so we're going to just keep trucking along.
Yeah.
I tried to eat frog.
Jaden, it'd be your turn.
I'm blocked in this hallway, aren't I?
At the moment, but you can dance around your friendlies. There's enough space between the wall here that you can scoot on through.
We're going through the hallway, right? Like, we're going here? Oh, yeah, that way?
Yep.
Okay. Then I guess I'll push through my friendlies and then get as far as I can in that direction towards the enemies.
30 feet?
Yeah.
You can get right there.
And what I'll do is I'll pull out from my backpack a giant minotaur head and hold it up and then hold my sword and go like menacingly like just do like a war scream.
Work around? Okay.
Yeah, war crime. And
War crime.
I'm going to try to
Geneva.
just like intimidate them. Like I don't know if I can speak the same language, but I'll be like, "This is you if you fight us," something like that.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Sure.
This will be your bonus action.
I'm not using that one. That's perfect.
I have a homebrew condition called Shaken, which just gives like a -2 to most things. So what was it?
It was a 2 with a -1.
A dirty 1?
You don't hear that term. very
No,
often.
you don't. All right, so there's this moment as you're shaking the head and screaming at them. Your voice breaks a little bit, and they all kind of just stop and look at each other. You realize not all of them may know common.
Really.
And I'm just gonna attack them. What's the nearest one to me?
There's one literally right in front of you.
Okay, is one like armored and the other one's like looks like the wizard boy?
There it is. One wizard boy way in the back, but you cannot currently get to him without
Okay.
your full movement.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my my attack against one that's like nearby me because I don't care if they're not a wizard.
Okay. The AC differences aren't much between the wizard and the non-wizard in this case.
Oh, hilarious.
Okay, so that's a 26, a 36, and a 34.
Natural 20 on that middle.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, those all hit.
Cool. So I guess that's one of them. I rolled double the damage die, so that's
2, 6,
that's 8
Eight.
times. Okay, so
8 plus
somebody keep
33.
count. 2, 1, 5, 6, 4, 5, 3, 3.
8.
29.
Okay, 29 plus
33.
33.
Damn.
Boy picked good.
What are you?
He picked good on his gear, like really good.
He's a fighter.
62 points of damage.
Okay.
He picked 2 strength. He picked 2 strength items.
With the Minotaur head
You-
to hopefully intimidate.
Quite literally did double his HP and damage.
Can I split it then?
You have nobody else in range.
Okay.
He's got 20 feet.
You mincemeat him.
You soak me.
Come on.
So I'd like to imagine that I.
No, wait, he's 100% true. He's
What?
100% right. You have 10 feet of movement. You can just clip that other door guard next to Rigbyard.
I thought I killed him. Or was it 2?
You
Did
killed
you?
one.
Okay.
Alright, so
Could I split that then?
out of 62 damage, yeah, because I don't want to go through the math to figure out
Okay.
how much.
40.
We're going to go ahead and incorporate a one-time only cleave rule.
54. Be there. Alright.
So that's 33, and the other guy only has 26 HP. So you kill both. So you run forward and just up over the head after screaming at them in a voice in a language they do not understand. You come forward, crack right on top of his
Imperial.
head, and he just goes limp. You look down, kind of confused, and give me another intimidation check, actually.
Sure.
No flag, no country.
Could I also, for flavor, try to like get it on top of his sword again? 2 with a -1.
Would you like me to grab these to back?
All right, so you realize this is just the state of life of Dueguar. They're not that scared of people dying around them. But as one is engaged with Rigbyard, and he kind of like tries looking around Rigbyard to figure out what is happening, your sword hits him dead between the eyes. As he...
You see my head just go.
Your rage lessens just a little bit.
No, it intensifies. My rage definitely got stronger.
All right.
Yes, brother.
No, I'm mad because I didn't kill him.
Kill stealing.
Oh,
Man.
well, the more people I kill, the more HP I get.
Wait, I think that's 4 for me.
I get their max HP every
Get the
time I kill.
moxie boost, baby.
All right. That'll bring it to Energax, who's going to move forward. And
And okay, just puts another one back in his portal. Puts another one back.
he's only going to move 20 feet, and he's going to take... He's going to move 20 feet, and then he's going to kind of tuck back into that corner there. And he is going to... let's see. Yeah, he's going to do magic missile.
Oh boy.
At 9th one.
Nope, not at that.
Oh my gosh.
One.
A lot of
Magic missile.
anti-magic.
Wait, what? No, that's not what I want to do.
Yes.
If you cast shield, you don't take any damage from magic.
Even with all the bolts?
Yep.
Yeah.
Indicates it. So that's 5, 10, 12, 16 points of damage. He kind of had the same idea as you, where like he came in, he's like, all right, where's the mage? And you see him take this staff with that golden heart gem on it and just point forward, and he's like a few darts of this blue crackling light, and just
He fucking skewers him.
he doesn't kill him, but he does quite a bit of damage. And then you see him look a little miffed. That didn't kill him. That'll bring it to Dingledop.
Alright. I will stop looking at that. I
Get
will
off the board, Tim.
move probably
Never
up
get off the board.
kind of by Ernigex and Jaden.
In between them?
Yeah. I will point at the common Dueguar, the little guy that's closest to the door and still alive.
Okay.
And I'll shout in Undercommon, "Congratulations! You've been selected for my new information sharing program." And because it's been more than a minute since I made my illusion real, I'll use my action to form an Iron Maiden around him
No!
out of Stygian iron.
Because you know what that is now.
Yeah. And I will have the barbs facing inward towards him, so if he tries to get big, he's gonna go down several spikes.
I love your brain. Love the things you come up with.
Yep.
All right. Unfortunately, I do not have Iron Maiden
Yeah,
ready. So he's going to get a crate.
that works perfect.
Spent so much prep time, but he doesn't have an Iron Maiden. It's like he doesn't even know us.
Get the fuck out of here.
I want my
Has
obscure
barrels instead
medieval
of giant
devices
hands. Like, come on.
or bust.
Giant dragon token.
And I'm hoping that shouting in an undercommon
Yeah.
will make him be like, maybe it's best to not leave this.
Yeah. Actually, like, so I'm playing
Why
it in
does my
Dakota.
token look like
Whenever I
food from
swap
Fanboy
places
and
with
Chub
my,
Chub?
because it's just
Is there
like a
anything else
Gato
we'd like to
version.
do?
It's basically that.
That's my turn.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll bring the Keeper of the Flame.
Whenever I do that, just actually
What's
walk
that?
behind.
The two sheep.
That's the main back.
Oh. He needs.
I'm keeping a side eye on Ernagax as this is happening.
All right.
Probably pokes a third eye out of the side of his head and looks at you.
What was your initiative?
22.
You went first.
Oh, you polymorph. Yeah.
Yeah. About to split that frog in half.
What happened? Oh, we got a snake.
If you
Alright.
do that, go ahead,
I
do
need.
it. Split that frog in half.
Alright.
You remember?
Just
Wait,
take
no,
the
you
hand.
weren't here.
All right. I need Jaden and Dingledog to please give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
Can I ask what happened?
He is casting a spell.
Okay.
You would have advantage. It is a spell ability.
Ernagax doesn't move. I'll cast counterspell.
it's not, no, it's the keeper of the flame that's doing it.
18.
Yeah.
Ernigax doesn't move.
Okay. Can I? Would it be something I could counterspell?
Yeah, you could.
All right. I will counterspell.
You counterspell, and there was a moment where
Hey,
you guys felt this like oppression on your head, and the despot in the back, just shouts "Bravo!" in common. But due to the counterspell, you only hear the word. You don't need to command.
No.
Try me.
Wait. Hold on a second. They don't know common when I'm speaking it.
I said not all of them do
Bravo! Cry
The
bird.
smart one.
No, you.
No.
All
Try
right,
again, bitch.
that will bring it to the captain's turn. He was going to kind of stumble into this
for real.
room, and he looks down at his dead friends and just looks up at the bloody swords and just.
Are you intimidated yet?
Where is he at? Did he just run in?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
really funny because they don't know anything about what happened, so they just see this big general come in, and then he's like,
They
"Oh."
no, they look at him like the ones that are still alive. They see him, they light up as he walks in, and then when he just responds with "Ah," and they're
See my
oh no.
target.
That being said, by the words, he still understands who's friend or foe. Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
So he can recognize friends and even defend them. So technically, he can still fight,
Okay.
If he saw.
but he can't use magical items, spells, or
Abilities, that kind of stuff.
And he has an intelligence and charisma.
Yep. So he's basically just a feral animal that's gonna come swinging at you guys.
That sounds like me,
You're like, oh, I understand you,
brother.
Armstrong moment, just fucking
Yeah.
bro shake.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, and he's gonna start swinging at Rigyard. All right, that's gonna be Iron Fist. That's gonna be 11 to hit. That'll miss.
Yep.
Second Iron Fist. That will 15 to hit. I think that
Doesn't.
misses. All right. Stomping Foot. 17.
Beats.
All right. Oh wait. Let me read this to make sure it's not giving me damage. It shouldn't. No, it gave me the right damage. Okay. All right, and then second stomping foot gets 4 attacks, 24 to hit. All right,
Use all of his limbs, goddamn.
he did. He came in, haymaker, those 2 hits. But there's this moment as he lifts his iron foot up, and it comes down on your knee. And you feel it flex backwards, almost breaking. As the first stomping foot does 43 points of damage,
Reduced. Yeah,
half to 21. And the second one does 31 points of damage, reduced to 15.
216. Wasn't it? Let's go up.
I'm rounding down for
Okay.
you guys.
36.
36.
As he just comes in, bends one kneecap back, sees that you don't fall in,
Okay.
goes forward with it again.
I now have 2 temporary hit points left.
Didn't even take off your hit point.
No.
And
Good old, good old Black
Alright,
Razor.
you're in front.
I want Black Razor wants to drink this man.
I'll bring to the Hammerer's turn, who's going to run forward and try and put a dent into your hit points.
No.
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 There's one more.
I don't
regular
think
goo
so.
Out there?
No.
Frog.
Alright.
No, regular goo.
Hammer, 18 to hit.
The initiative.
That hits.
Alright, that'll be 12 reduced to 6.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
Claw,
I don't know
23.
what it is.
it's.
That'll be 6 reduced to 3.
Oh,
So that's
no.
9 points total.
I actually took damage.
So
No.
this time, as he comes up and through, he smashes you and
I only have 200 hit points.
smashes you into the thigh.
The
And as you
remainder
kind
of
of
the-
whip your head to look around, he brings his offhand down, and again, this nasty, like almost infected-looking claw comes down and just rakes across your eye.
Got it.
The Dueguar or whatever are like having that Xerxes moment in 300 where
Yes.
it bleeds so it can die.
They finally drew blood. Yes, we can kill it.
All right, that'll bring
Technically,
to
you can't.
the Duerguard in the Iron Maiden, who I'm going to give a roll for. He ain't the smartest.
Okay.
So he's going to try and break out. What's your spell save DC?
21.
21. Cool. That's the DC I'm going to give him to try and like rip out this Iron Maiden. And even if he succeeds, he'll be taking damage.
Try your best, but you only bleed.
He rolled a 9. So you see these like little fingers pop out, and there is just this screaming as you can feel like him trying to. But you realize in the motion to get his arms from here to here, there's now just blood dripping out of the Iron Maiden.
Like,
I said information. You don't have to fight.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
4, 7.
7. Okay, he takes 7 points of piercing damage as he tries to escape.
It's Stygian iron, so my thought was if he starts to try to swell up, he'll literally hit every spike at the same time.
See, the intelligence check was to see if he would just stay put, but he was still smart enough to be like, no.
You know, maybe not.
That's the top of the initiative order. You guys have almost wiped out the entire crew. Bartleby.
Can I get to the frog?
With your movement, probably not. You're quite a ways in. I can move you 25 feet forward, though.
25 feet.
I like to imagine Jeremy's character just dodges past us without us noticing and leaves.
It was a thought. It was a thought. I'm not
Why
gonna
would I stay here?
Okay.
lie. These guys are scary too. Fuck.
If one of our stabby boys gets to that frog, they probably don't know that if they kill the frog, it will become big again.
I think I
My stabby boy doesn't know that, yes.
I explained it, but I don't think Riggear listened.
I don't think he was. I think that you should get that frog if you're interested in keeping it.
I will reiterate what I said earlier today. I don't think it'll matter by the end of the day.
Cool. I'll sit.
Yeah, you sit down.
Alright.
Alright.
So that was just your movement. You still have action and bonus action if you'd like. You can
All the
dash
spells
forward.
that I have, do not see. I read through my whole.
Wait,
Wait,
cantrips?
yeah, cantrips. I can vicious mockery.
Sure.
Uh,
Who do you want to scream at? Besides Rick?
Yell at the frog.
this guy.
Hey, your friends are dead.
I don't know if he can understand that anymore.
Savage.
I
It's
don't
more
think
of a-
it matters for vicious mockery. I think it's more the tone being
This-
thrown at him.
Psychic conveyance.
He just understands that. Who are you?
Does he need to make a wisdom saving throw, or do you need to roll the hit? I believe it's a
It's
wisdom
wisdom
saving
save.
throw. Yeah.
He does still have wisdom.
Okay. The dice was on a 2. I rolled it, but it didn't actually
It's
roll.
under-
It just wobbled.
No abilities.
And it landed back on the 2.
Yep. That's a
So I'm
two.
taking it. I rolled it.
That's a 2.
It's a 2.
Do I need to roll?
You need to roll damage.
3. 7. 8.
8 total.
8 total.
All right. You shout this at him, and you're not sure if it hit on an intellectual level, but you did hit him in the soul. And his face kind of scrunches up as he looks around.
Bonus action, flip the bird.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Bigby's
Bonus
hand.
action, flip the bird.
All right. The bird has been flipped. You're not sure how he feels about it. He's got a lot of emotions going through right now.
1 point of psychic damage.
I cast Bigby's hand to flip the bird.
So I'm surrounded by 3 people right now.
No, they dead. So you
So-
have one despot here, the big captain guy,
Okay.
and then you have a hammer. God, my voice won't
Where's the wizard at?
Still in the back.
Where's the back?
Above the screen.
Ah, you guys can't see.
Yes.
Here.
Okay, so not far enough for me to reach.
No.
Has the despot taken any hits yet? No.
Yes.
Probably-
Yes.
Oh yes. Okay, I'm gonna hit him first.
You're gonna march through people to get to him.
He's
I
right
thought he
here.
was. Yeah, he's the despot. Yeah. Yeah. Is he taking hits?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's taking a little bit.
Okay.
And you just got
Natural 20.
All right.
So that crits.
What?
Natural 20 with Black Razor.
That crits.
All right.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Does it do anything? Or is that the 99?
Of course, I roll aces. No, it doesn't do anything on natural 20.
Okay.
So 10 plus 13, so 26.
Casual 20 points of damage.
Yeah, except because I rolled 2 on a crit.
Oh, that's dumb. I should have used that instead.
Okay, and I'll attack him again. That's a natural 1.
Man, what is with you?
There are other numbers on your dice. You're
Yeah.
allowed to roll more than a 20 roll. Did you know this?
His dice bin.
He's not flanked, is
I
he?
have a
No, he's not.
Okay.
The great equalizer.
Spell out of the air.
He's still averaging like a normal player, technically.
No, no.
All right, your natural 20, you come down, you cleave, and there's this weird moment as your sword gets stuck into him, like kind of almost through his collarbone as he grabs it and just screaming in your face, blood curdling, just rips it out of his own body.
Action surge would give me 2 more attacks technically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 18 to hit.
That will miss.
That's a fucking God.
Another nat 1.
No, 16.
That will also miss.
Wow. Okay. I hit a 20 and then I missed 3 times in a row. Awesome.
So there's this moment where like he's still holding on to your blade, and his black razor is kind of cackling. You try to wrench it out of his grasp, but he's just holding on to it.
I'm upset.
All right. Back to Dueguar. That one's dead. That'll bring it to Gel. Gel is going to stay exactly where the fuck he's at, and he's going to shoot with the Force Ballista. Hey, he didn't roll like garbage. All right, that's a 19 to hit, which will definitely hit for 2d8 force damage. 13 force. Oof. Oh, sweet. So, from the corner, you just hear Gallus go like, now! And like, clicks a button, and it hits the mage in the back, and then you just hear a detonation in this guy's stomach. As it just,
You just one-shot him?
it was already damaged, but
Okay.
he did enough damage to kill it. All right. Professor.
How far away am I from him?
From them? From Gel, you're not that far away. From the entire thing going on, you're quite a ways.
Can you Misty Step through walls?
I think you would have to see where to go.
I just want to do some style like oh my god.
Money, what money?
Just to go walk up next to Gal and be like, so what's going on here?
Oh yeah, I can. I do have to see. Okay.
Why do you keep pulling that knife?
Okay, so I'm going to run past Gel, whatever his name is, if I can, and get as close to the rest of them as I can. How far?
All right, that is with your standard movement. You get right in front of Gel. You can action dash if you would like to.
Or Misty Step. So I Misty Step. Where can I get? Like, can I get in the middle of everybody? 30 feet.
You can literally get right here with 30 feet.
Oh yeah, that's where I want to be. So I Misty Step in between all of them.
All right, that's your movement. Bonus action. You still have an action.
Okay, so who can I still see the general?
Yeah, you can see him again. Actually, you can see him just around the corner. I will say though, just in case you don't know, 'cause you said you don't play a ton of spellcasters. You can only cast a cantrip and a spell in one turn. You can't cast 2 regular spells.
Yeah.
Level spells.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting this is actually Misty Step and not Face Step. So
Yeah.
I'm used to Face Step.
Oh,
Cantrip
god
one of
damn it!
Wait,
I forgot about something.
I forgot about my Rod of Absorption. But I could have really
what
only
type of spell is
done
Misty Step?
the command he just used.
Probably a bonus.
I believe it's conjuration.
Yeah, I forgot about.
Yep, conjuration.
I can reroll 1s or 2s, and I also
I don't know if I gave you
That's for
conjuration.
damage, not
I rolled snake eyes on my critical hit.
Necromancy
So.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, no, there's another
And,
thing.
Abjuration.
I can roll 2 additional weapon dice when determining extra damage on a critical hit. So I missed out on like 20 damage at least.
The more you know.
Read your character sheets better. People,
People, you
point at your camera.
I don't know what my
you-
character does.
read your character sheet better.
I have so many weapons.
Andrew, I don't know what my spell will do.
I don't know either. I don't
Are you
play
sure I
very
can
well
carry all
characters.
this shit?
Yeah, it actually calculates out your
Ugh, I'm
your carrying
forgetting
capacity.
now.
Okay, so would I have to use an action to ready my crossbow?
Ready? Or just to shoot it?
Just to shoot it.
Yeah, it'd be an action attack.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my cross. I know some people you have to ready it like use an action. Or
I
bonus
assume that like if you have a crossbow on your person, that when you're done firing it, I would assume that you would ready it for the next time you need to use it.
action. Okay,
As an adventurer, I feel like that'd be a pretty sensible thing to do.
so I'm gonna look for that big dumb fucker. Hey, I say that.
There's three of them.
I look around.
Excuse me.
I'm like, wrong crap.
I'm not big.
And I'm gonna nail him with my crossbow.
Alright, roll it.
You're dumb.
Watch I get a nat 1 and then hit one of us.
No.
He does have 21 AC. So there's this awkward moment as you guys hear Gel go like, incoming? And then the high elf mage of some sort literally appears in your guys' midst. And she just looks at you guys and just pulls out a crossbow and fires over Jaden's shoulder as she... Fuck!
Alright.
Cool
entrance
I just
before
whispered- execution.
I just whisper, he's an asshole.
Alright, again, I'll bring to the warlord.
Alright.
It's a frog. Jaden.
Let me see.
Alright, so you can kill the despot and kill steal him, or you can kill the hammer and kill steal him, or you could get both.
So I'm gonna go for I guess it doesn't matter because they're all on either side of him. I'm gonna go for the first one, the one that looks more damage.
That'll be the one up top.
Okay. And I guess I'll roll to attack. 14 plus 16, 30. Yeah. That'll hit. And I'm gonna roll damage just in case.
You use a reaction, divine intervention, and God steals your sword.
What?
Uh,
That's 20 damage.
20. Okay, they're still standing.
Okay. I'm gonna go again. That's a 5 plus 16, so 21.
That also hit.
Belt of cloud.
It's 21.
Or storm joint.
21. All right, they are down.
13
Okay.
was good.
And then I'm going to go for the other guy with sword, and that's a 21 to hit.
21?
Yeah.
Give me one moment.
The big guy, I'm actually okay with you hitting.
I'm glad you condone it.
Yes.
I allow it.
The barbarian. I want to be the only one fighting. No.
I'm supposed to be the only one smacking people around, right?
It needs to be.
I don't care. I know everything.
Yep.
And that is
That's the barbarian.
21 damage.
Okay, they are still standing.
Okay, and then bonus action, I'm going to pop up my my echo, and he's going to use. I'm going to use. I need to scroll down to it. What was it? Okay, 1 second. What the? I'm gonna use Unleash Incarnation, which is whenever I take the attack action, I can make 1 additional melee attack from my Echo's position.
Okay.
And I guess that would be 8 plus 16, so whatever. And that exceeds his AC.
So what? Do you mind if I ask what's his AC?
20.
Okay, if you roll a 5 or lower, you miss.
And that's another 20 damage.
That once per turn.
I get 3 per long rest.
Okay, so technically you could hit 6 times in one turn.
No, I can actually hit it 8 times. Action surge.
Oh.
All right, so there's this odd moment for you, Rigbyar, as you are posturing up with this despot, but above, like, over your head, coming down on the hammer, there are these 2 quick strikes that go, like, right by your head.
About to just leave.
And you hear them crumble to the ground. You look behind you, see another one dead, and then you see your friend make himself again on the other side.
Yep.
They both simultaneously pull out. The despot is still alive.
We touch swords.
I'm just seething in anger because I'm taking all the hits and not getting the kills.
I feel like I'm a little bit worried being in the middle of all of this right now. I'm like,
This was not a
They're
wise choice.
over there. You're with the casting squad right now.
I'm looking at them though, and I'm like,
I'm
You're
literally.
literally seeing a
he's falling
blood
in front of me.
frenzy.
I'm sitting on the ground like.
So
Oh.
how much movement do I have left?
You only move 5 feet.
Okay, and the mage is still up, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Mage is dead.
Mage is dead. So what's the only thing left?
Big dude.
The despot and a frog that you don't know where they came from.
So there's one more despot that's like
The big dumb
No,
dude.
it's the one that you're fighting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought
No,
that they
you
both
said
were
this guy was the despot before.
That was a slip of my tongue.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
the
there's
hammer.
one guy
Okay.
who's still alive, but he's the one who just took 40 points of damage.
Yes.
Correct?
This guy, between you and your echo, is the only one still standing.
Okay.
Other than the frog.
You've been slapping him for a while now.
Besides that frog.
Well, no, he killed the hammer. And
Oh,
then
wait, I
his
see what you're
last-
saying. There is one more, but he's inside of an Iron Maiden.
Ah.
Okay, well, we'll leave that one. And you know what? I don't want to waste my action surge, so I'm going to end my turn.
I'll use my action surge to make sure Sam doesn't get that kill.
Think about
Thought about it.
So the Ernigax was just like, I don't really need to do
Oh,
it.
wait, sorry. I clicked it and then forgot because I had more questions asked. Thank you.
I'm just kind of like, maybe we should let Rigger get the kill.
Yeah, he's bleeding a little bit. He needs.
Seems a little angry.
Yeah. He's a little hangry right now.
He legitimately just looks over at the person who has appeared and just, we need some paperwork. And
who's this guy?
Goblin's like, I'm the only sidekick here.
It looks like a middle-aged elf. That's what it looks like.
wearing like very pristine mage's robes.
I also have dope robes.
You're telling me the
I look at him and I'm like, we probably.
Draculich is requiring paperwork.
So this,
Interesting.
I just clicked different. This is my legendary item. It's my clout robes.
The pre-branded?
Yeah.
Energax legitimately just kind of like steps past Dibbledog, kind of like pats you on the head as he's walking by. Not like a tap tap good boy, but more like I'm right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have like a.
And as he walks by, he just starts looking through what they were doing. That's what he does for his turn.
It's just like they got it.
Sure.
Alright. You guys got this. How's the despot looking?
They're looking quite good.
Okay. I will firebolt it.
They are beyond bloodied, but they seem to be the hardiest person that you guys thought so far.
Yeah, I will add a little bit of chip damage with a firebolt.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that's a regular. 17 plus 13. So I think it hits.
Yeah.
Firebolt is 3d10. I haven't. This is like the one spell in my book I haven't looked at. Yep, 3d10. 8 and 2, 3. So 13 total.
Okay.
And just so you know, my Rod of Absorption is supposed to have some charges in it already. I didn't roll those originally, but it says to roll a d10. It's got that.
Did you like literally roll a 1 or
I rolled a 10.
just a 10? Of course you did.
Would you like me to roll again?
No.
You want me to roll again?
You want to see me roll a 1?
Want to see me do it again? All right, they'll bring
I've
up the
done
despot's turn.
I've done that to somebody.
All right, the despot is going to. He was wailing away at Rigvior, but now there are 2 of you next to him, and he doesn't like that. And he's just essentially enraged because of his friends. So that's gonna be Iron Fist, 25 to hit,
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, it hits.
and he's gonna split up these attacks because he doesn't understand what's going on. All right, that's gonna be 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Wait, which me?
He's splitting them up. So the first one goes to you.
He's just going like.
Yeah, he's haymakering. Second one's gonna be 22 to your Echo.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so he just swipes his hand through. They and there's a moment where he just
I got a kill. Yeah.
stomping foot. 26 to hit
Oh,
on you.
Mhm.
All right.
Just like.
Hell.
That is going to be 37 points of bludgeoning damage.
How much was the first point? First damage again?
14.
14.
And then second tackle miss.
First day on the job.
Or second stomping foot will miss. So he clocks you in the face, swings over at the Echo, it dissipates, and as he then just comes back with 2 really quick kicks to your knees. Only one of them really connects, though. Hammerer is dead. Dueguar is chilling in a box. They've learned their lesson. Bartleby.
Yes. 25 feet closer to the frogs.
You pick your way past the elf that has magically appeared.
I think I can get here.
Yes, you can.
Cool. I got the frog.
Can I question why? What are you?
You just want
You
the
just gonna
frog.
appear in the middle of
You're
it and
the
ask
asshole.
questions?
Yeah.
I'm like a Sunday best halfling normal dude.
With a pair of
Walk up
bombos
to
around
the
your
door.
neck.
Near the end of a battle and pick up the frog.
He's
I'm
also
like, what happened here?
he's a-
He watched me get up off the ground. I've got like a pair of bombos on my neck. I'm just like got hands resting on him. I walked over to the frog, pick it up, and put it on top.
he's a bard that went to college.
They're trying very hard to wriggle out of your grasp.
Oh, well then I just kind of hold on to it above the
Yeah.
drums.
A little squeak.
They're like gumming your finger.
Unless it's one of those like frogs that force
He didn't
the
specify
bone
the
of its
frog, it's
hand
poison
out of
dart
its
frog,
knuckles
bitch.
to, like-
Wolverine frog.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't a Wolverine frog with it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Rigviar.
He's,
Go ahead and end this combat.
he's flanked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so advantage. Yeah. Okay, so that's 29 to hit.
AC 21.
Okay. 4 and no. 12.
At the end of this
15.
fight, we'll have our prisoners fight each other to see who
Oh,
gets the privilege of
15.
being terror.
15.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of, we might have another.
30 to hit.
21 AC. 22.
And 18 to hit. Or 18 damage.
All right. Dueguar, how would you like to finish it?
I'm cutting this bitch up, and then once he's dead, I'm still hitting him with my sword over and over and over again until he's mincemeat.
You can use a free action. Well, that's
This
not
is
one for you.
This is the big guy, right?
This is the big dude.
This is like the guy that kind
After I
of
get
dragging
punched in
you
the
from,
face.
like,
So while I see this scary big man chopping up my slave driver, I'm going to use Soul Cage.
on the slave driver, not on you.
I absorb his soul though when I kill him, so
That is an odd. Yeah, you go to cast Soul Cage, and there's nothing to cage.
yeah. When my sword kills something, I take its soul.
Can I get a little piece, just a little chunk, dude?
Nope.
So,
Nope. He's all
go
mine.
mark
Sorry.
off the spell. You would not know this, but you go to, you activate it, you hold up this crystal to like take it in, and it's just
When I said
I see that happen. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
when I said I drink people, I meant
He
I
actually,
drink
like,
people.
the sword actually consumes the soul, so I actually stopped having Soul Cage prepared
Are we still
because of him.
Combat.
Yeah.
you are not.
Okay.
That is
I
actually
really
in
wanted
combat.
to, this to
what's
jiggle
my
around a little
what's the
bit.
HP?
No,
You
that
don't
I
know
take?
how much this
127.
Oh, nice.
So there's this moment where, like, as that happens, Energax looks over his shoulder and does with a fairly high passive perception steam chuckling. Because he's still just sifting through things.
That brings me to 330.
Jaden,
Yeah.
would you help me talk to a new friend?
Sure.
All right, I'll go up to the Iron Maiden.
I'm finally letting my rage. I'm finally letting my rage dissipate. I walk up to him and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Wait a minute.
Hold on, let's figure out one thing at a time.
Okay.
I go up to the Iron Maiden. In undercommon. Housekeeping.
Fuck you.
All right.
I also knock on the Iron Maiden.
Fuck you.
Pull out the sword. Wait,
He
is there,
can't
like,
see anything.
Oh, is it like fully closed? I thought it was like a cage.
That was like a full.
Is Bartleby actually raising his hand?
Yes.
Yes, Bartleby.
Okay.
When the frog dies, it turns back to its normal self. Right?
Yeah.
How much is there space in there for two?
No.
Cool. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna take the frog and on the spike.
But you have to open the door first.
Oh, I can't like.
It's
the frog
basically
can't
a
fit.
coffin with two doors that open on the front, and the
Yeah,
inside is just spikes.
I remember earlier the fingers like
Yeah.
poking through.
All right, Jaden, would you like just keep him inside with your sword for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a crack for the frog.
He's going to take this opportunity.
Yeah.
He's going to use a march. He's been waiting until like the door moved at all.
It's hilarious.
And he's going to take some damage for this, but it's also going to break the door open because it is now unlatched. We don't need to like go into combat for this because there's all of you against one little dude, and he's going to take go and roll 4d6 for me.
Two little dudes.
I think
He might shred himself apart.
4, 5,
Stop.
3,
Stop.
6. So 18. He breaks out. I hold up a fireball.
He
How
dies.
did this happen? Have I killed the frog yet?
No, because it just opened first.
He shredded.
The moment it cracked, he was just.
So I was already planning on throwing the frog full force.
An improvised weapon attack using strength. No, this is just gonna be a D20
I like
strength
the thing that
modifier.
he just fucking misses and it goes down the hallway and he's like, oh, shit.
Go get it again.
Here we go again.
Oh shit.
8 to hit. You know,
He is
you couldn't miss.
He is invigorated.
Actually. DM really, I know I made him roll, but this is
It's like
You
there was a
couldn't
crack
miss.
in the door, and I was specifically trying to put it in that crack.
You were
Yeah,
throwing
and
it
it
as the
banged
door
open.
exploded.
Right. So there's this moment as it bangs open, he gets shredded down the back, and he's just screaming, mouth open, blood flying through, and you threw this full force before you can stop. And there's this moment where it just as he turns full size again, just ripping his head in two.
Can we still close the door?
No.
No.
Fuck.
So this new guy who just popped out.
What is
Gonna be
wrong
like,
with all
I'm
of
just gonna hold my sword and I'm gonna be like, do you want to end up like him?
He just
Parlay.
Francais.
In
Parlay
undercommon.
I feel like he's a little shooken up from killing his own friend.
I gave him a wisdom saving throw for intimidation. He rolled a natural. He is going to just sit there looking stunned at the fact that he is not only exploded his underling, but just his boss is over there, cut into pieces, still getting stabbed as we speak.
I'm not so good.
And there's just bloody pastes everywhere. There's this ballista off in the corner, and the elf that he knows was imprisoned, now casually speaking with, like, you. As you're just like, hey, can you stop that? As you,
Hey, Growl, we need a pair of lockpicks, maybe some healing spells. Are you still manacled there, Miss Elf?
I'm kind of
nope.
I mean, healing isn't really my thing.
I
Oh, wait, I
I
don't know
was
if
to
you
see
gave
if you
me.
needed any healing.
Oh, do I need? No, I'm good.
All right. Gail, give Rigbyar like minute and a half, 2 minutes, then like see if he needs any.
See the swings are getting a little slower.
He is. He's nodding. You see he's like pouring
Actually, Jake,
fluids into beakers as he's just like then getting his
Probably needs it
ring,
more than
Yeah.
putting that into a blow tube.
I just got 127 hit points, so
maybe check Jaden before you help Rigbyar.
He's about to shoot.
Did you give me?
Oh, just come here. And he just pours the syringe back in.
Made a blow dart for Rigbyar.
I look up and I look over to the Iron Maiden, and then I see
Not the
that
worst idea for a barbarian.
Hmm.
I see that there's one still standing. I slowly start to walk over there,
This one's for questioning.
completely drenched in blood.
This one's for questioning, Rigbyar.
Can I kill him afterwards?
Maybe.
Depends on his answer.
Promise me I can kill him afterwards and you
No,
can question
no.
it.
No,
Please.
why would we do that in front of him?
That's not gonna help.
This is one of the higher up ones, so he's just like looking left, looking right, like a tennis match.
So we have some questions.
Would you rather we give you to the barbarian or the lich when we're done?
I have a feeling I can do some fuckery here. Need to look through some shit.
My PC is
The lich is afraid might be dead, but they're not entirely out of use.
Would you rather die or lose your soul? Well, you're gonna lose your soul anyway, so never mind.
So I'm gonna interject. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna be like, so you guys sorry. You guys want to see why I'm here?
Who are you? Yeah, who are you? One of the teachers from the college? Is that,
I
is that what's going on?
was,
Would I know?
was, kind of, still am.
Would I know this person then?
So you guys know that there was a professor, Professor Gerard, that was sent initially ahead of you guys. There was the initial dig team, and then there was the professor that was in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be Professor Gerard. You do know from your personal background, the two of you would actually know each other as like colleagues. You know that he is sometimes a visiting professor. He doesn't actually work for the college, but he's contracted for like some higher level magic from time to
Have you
time.
taken the class?
I'd probably know of him, but I don't know what he teaches
Her.
would be. I would probably know of her, but I don't know if what she teaches would be something I would be. taking
You would
classes
know
for.
that she is the head of archaeology, which also means that she's a very powerful necromancer.
I don't think archaeology. But
Okay. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Jer.
Oh, sorry, I said it wrong.
Jerfali.
Dressalia?
Dressalia Cynodel.
Dressalia! It's Dingledog. How you been? How you doing?
I'm
I'm
good. Do I know you?
gonna go out on a limb.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I remember. Why are you here?
I came here to help you and to help all the students that are dead.
Oh well, I'm glad somebody remembered.
Do you guys remember when we thought of the students all this time?
For the record, you've been here for a few months now.
Yeah.
Time works differently here. We haven't been. It didn't take us that long to get here. And start helping.
Well, we did take a detour in the desert for the
No, we
lizard.
went in a straight direct. We went in a straight line.
We found the lizard and played with it.
That was half an hour.
I have a
You're
pet
thinking about
lizard
it
waiting
half
for
an
us
hour
on
could
the
be like
lizard
more like
platform.
half a day here.
She doesn't need to know that.
No, for you.
Fucking Gel!
Well, actually, no, I can't.
So I'm going to just while they're like kind of arguing about how they got here and how long it took, I'm going to use Dance Macabre on the corpses.
Those only last a minute.
Yes.
Okay.
But so I'm gonna use that. It's 5, right?
Fifth
No.
level, yeah.
There's not much corpse left.
Yeah, there's a couple.
It's not.
Well, they turn
Well,
into marionettes.
well-
I get to kind of.
Mine are okay. Jeez.
You get 29 points of healing, by the way, for
Oh.
Gel.
Yeah, sweet.
But that has dumped him out quite a bit.
Alright.
Two of his larger slots.
So as they're arguing, I just animate whatever is left of the corpses that are around us. Maybe
Okay.
some that are kind of split up and just kind of they all like rave up. And I'm gonna be like, you should follow me.
What does the Lich think of this?
Can we just, if we don't need to question this guy, can we just kill him?
Who?
The
No!
well, he knows the answers. She knows the answers.
No.
I don't know that much.
The question and then follow. I'm still like,
Yeah, we get it. You like to kill, but we need to talk. So let's
Fine.
talk to this guy.
talking
Also,
time.
I'm still curious what the Lich thinks about
So-
the raising of undead in front of him.
So because
God, bro.
originally I was going to bring them.
Almost like it's cute.
Oh, okay.
So originally I was going to bring my little marionettes with me, but because of the concern, I just tell them to watch over that guy, and they all just turn to the dude who's alive.
Can you imagine his perspective? All of his comrades just stood back up and just.
Wow, that prisoner we captured and held here for several months, reanimated all the corpses of my friends and is being rather rude to me. Why would that happen?
I use my action to flip him the bird, and then we walk. So I want to bring
Well,
them to
what
the big
question-
cavern.
What questions do we have for this guy, though?
Professor, what? Oh, as I look into here and see a big corpse, I think we found what we came here for.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dingledog.
that's what I've been doing.
Because we need the Lich to fight a god. Because she's not gonna turn into a great worm Draco Lich with the fucking corpse.
I'm very worried now.
We're whispering.
Jade,
Yes.
magic,
Yeah.
magic,
But I'm closer to
Draco Lich,
But the Draco Lich.
extra magic,
Yeah, but
better magic.
no, but hold on.
Not enough magic.
Just one more point. Technically,
No.
I have more experience.
No,
with
you cannot
necromancy than you.
You cannot turn yourself into a Draco Lich either.
I would never
think you got
I would never turn myself into a lich. I would turn myself into a good lich.
I'm gonna say actually I have a little bit more experience with necromancy.
Well,
No.
See, it's a whole story. I got a half rock with some vibes in it.
You know what?
Turn everybody
I
else
did
into a
that
frog.
anyway.
That's right with me.
he's taken the first step to becoming a lich by accident.
I'm just that
I
good.
think I can be more. I think I can be more
Yes,
afraid
I
of you
know,
guys
but I'm just-
than I was those guys. So
We want to have you leave with us.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I need you to. I'm counting on this grade.
I know people. If you guys let me leave, I will give you whatever grade you want.
I could just.
Works for me actually.
I could also give you a signed letter that just says you passed with flying colors and give you extra credit.
I think the people that sent you here also sent me here. I need their.
Yes, but I am like they've paid me to be a professor and teach classes at the college before.
I'm just gonna point out that I never went to college and I turned out fine.
You shut up. Just because you're tenured and I actually had to work for it doesn't mean you're better than me.
Actually, I have the documentation.
Okay.
There's a moment where Energax kind of just looks at you all and goes, if we're
right.
done here, I would like to proceed on the first part of our contract.
Well,
yeah.
but I still want to ask questions of this guy that we are apparently wanting to ask questions of. Or are we past that and we just need to kill him?
What questions do we need to ask him?
You had a whole bunch of questions when he was an Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Anything you want to tell us in Undercommon?
Understand my position and would like to forfeit.
I make the corpses go a little bit closer.
I would like to surrender. He takes the hammer he's been holding this entire time and just he takes off both of his gauntlets, puts his hands up. What would you like to know?
Were you forced to work here?
The answer's no.
In what sense? I was a leading officer, but we weren't left with much choice in general.
What do you feel about Enduin?
Isn't that like the not argument?
There might have been a reason I used it. Ooh.
The god upstairs, top of the mountain, angry man, Leon Enduin, emperor guy in charge of the dwarves.
Hold his name.
Okay.
My opinion of the Endemon is that they are not to be trifled with, but also they broke Dwarven and be held accountable.
What does it say?
Trying to get a feel for it. It doesn't seem like he knows a lot. He didn't even know the name Enduin.
Oh.
Like,
I also.
So you're getting good vibes or bad vibes off him?
I'm getting scared vibes. He doesn't want to die.
Maybe we ask him if he knows anything about the dragons.
What are you doing with the dragon down here? Also, Professor, what are you doing with the dragon down here?
Well, that's a long story.
We have her, and she kind of like points over. She is doing some activity with the dragon that is bringing out mineral that we are soul forging here.
Just gonna say, you guys felt magic coming down here? Yeah, that was me. That's what I'm doing.
We
Your soul forging is it the Stygian iron?
yes,
You need the Dracolich to forge the Stygian iron?
whatever she pulls from the dragon, which is what we forge it.
Okay. Good to know. We're gonna cut off their supply.
Oh.
If we take the body, then that's what they're using to make the Stygian iron. Shalom.
Hey.
Yes, we can.
Kind of dead.
Robert.
Huh?
Okay.
Hello, Bobbert.
Well. Okay. Do you have any case you'd like to make for yourself for the continuance of your living?
I was
I'm gonna
following
kill you.
orders, but I know how to follow orders well. I can continue to follow orders.
A good argument.
I'll put it to the group.
The marionettes attack him.
I was like,
I don't consult.
Very strong reason to.
I will cast Dispel Magic at 5th level on Dance Macabre.
Yep. So there's a moment where they all get one hit in, but they're zombies. So they don't do a ton of damage to them. As they're going back in for their second hit, there is this pulse of energy that kind of unravels the threads going from each zombie, and they just seem to plump back down.
You killed my group. They're douchebags.
We rescued you.
I was working on it.
Going off, attacking people, we're getting information
Well,
out
that's
of
a
it.
little bit grateful. I mean, we did slice and dice our way down here, and it did provide you the opportunity to apparently teleport into the middle of us.
Where would you
So-
be if we weren't here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I was
I
waiting
guess
for
we
my
can.
chance, and that general would have given you guys a lot more issue if I wasn't here.
Alright, where would you be if we weren't here?
You don't know.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Okay, so
It could be in fucking Cuba right now.
had you
Anyway.
shared with the group about the what they were doing with the corpse?
Oh, they were using the dragon to pull Stygian iron out in order to make the weaponry they've been making.
Oh.
Um,
Would I have known that, or was I just doing it?
So your whole job was that you're kind of reaching in with your necromantic magic and you're pumping the dead heart and getting into like this. What the captain was doing, what the deathbot was doing, was while you were doing that, you were also kind of pulling it off to the side. And because it'd been dead so long, it was like solid blood that was coming out.
Which is the Stygian iron.
Which is they've been using that plus a process they call it soul forging to distill the iron in the blood into Stygian iron.
Cool.
I'm gonna look at Gal and I'm gonna be like, I don't think you can make stuff with that iron.
I don't know what soul forging is, so I don't think so either. But we got a buddy right here, right?
Where's the soul forge? Is it in this room?
Yeah. You kind of ask that question that the door guard kind of points behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that there is this choked forge with like blue embers still resting in there.
Would the Dueguar be able to explain to Grell what he was doing and how he was doing it, and Grell be able to take notes?
You would think, given enough time, maybe, but this is like just because you know how to forge like block steel doesn't mean you know how to forge jewelry.
Yeah.
So it would be a skill that would take time to learn.
I'm honestly just wanting to have the process written down so that information can survive us.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. So, Grell, would you be willing to write down what the soul forging process was and get as much information from this gentleman here while we can?
It would take me some time, but I can do that.
Just while we're doing the dragon stuff and the talking and the wandering, you two are doing that for a while. Would that work?
I'm going to speed up the process a little bit. Would I know enough to use legend lore on the Soul Forge?
What is specific of it?
Name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you name. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret. So, I mean, I could get a brief idea of, like, maybe how it works, but I wouldn't be able to get enough to.
It's not like you'd magically become proficient.
I assumed that as a professor you'd be able to make your own written report of the process, and that would be having multiple sources of documentation.
Documentation in triplicate.
Mm-hmm.
So an example is the information you learn is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language. For example, if you have a mysterious magic axe on hand, the spell might yield this information. Woe to the evildoer whose hand touches the axe. For even the half slice and hand of the evil one on true top. So it's like cryptic. I'm gonna just do it anyways. Just use legend lore on the soul forge.
You cast Legend Lore on Soulforge, and the response that kind of like echoes back into your brain about this is iron from death, a fire breathed of life. or just steal others.
They use the ghosts.
Mm.
They use the ghosts and the blood to get iron.
Bobby has donated $10 towards it.
Ooh,
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby.
Bobby.
Well, now we know what they needed the students for.
Bobby?
Yes, Bobby. Thank you very much. Really.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, really do appreciate that.
Booze fun.
No. Tack fun.
Well,
Okay. Well,
shall we go
that's
see
sucky.
what we can do to get our Ernagax set up?
Yeah, I suppose so.
We're getting information out of him.
Still,
Yes.
I'm just confirming. That's
Yep.
all.
Yes.
As soon as he's no use.
Mm-hmm. We
I was in that same camp.
I know.
You're all in this concentration camp.
Okay, well,
All right.
Crude joke, I'm sorry.
Into the tomb of the Great Worm.
All right. As you guys enter this, tomb is actually a very fitting name because the water that this bronze dragon is resting in.
How did the dragon get into this with the caverns being so small?
Magic is fucky.
I was just wondering if there was like a way out through the top or something.
There's not currently, but you do know that like you've seen your friends do magic. In fact, you were standing next to another dragon that's the size of a person. Like their ways.
Okay.
So as you guys kind of walk in, the water that this deceased great worm is resting in is the size of a small lake. And it is taking up the majority of it. And you see that it is partially submerged with its top half kind of still up and out. It is placed in a way that it looks like it's sleeping. This was reverently done. There is still jewels and a hoard behind it that is not pictured on screen at the moment. But there are also in Celestial, there's script written across the walls. And besides what has been done to it in recent history, it looks almost gentle. The Great Worm itself is massive. It is much larger than any dragon you've seen, and the term Great Worm has been tossed around a little bit since you guys have come here, but you're fully understanding this dragon was the size of a small mountain. It could have easily like crushed cities by itself, even with full standing armies. There is even dead. There is a sense of majesty to it.
I'm just in awe because, part dragon, or kind of dragon, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm curious about like
I'm
the
a white
probes
dragon.
and stuff that it's standing on. Like it's like hoard, because that seems like prime opportunity to look for stuff that might help us with a god if it was so powerful in its life.
There is stuff behind it. We're getting towards the end of this session, so I think I will get a very large treasure list ready for you guys for the next session. But for now, let's go ahead and kick off with the phylactery switch. Sound good?
Yeah.
And then we'll call that a day.
Trying to push for that, yeah. So we
They
have
haven't explained it to you yet.
so we have a Dracolich, who's
Oh.
our friend. It's a dragon.
I've noticed.
That turned into a lich. And we're gonna put their phylactery in the body of that gigantic dead dragon, and then we're gonna go up on the top of this mountain and fight a god.
There's a god up there?
Yes. I talked to the Raven Queen, and she asked us to fight the god on this mountain.
The whole point is to try to distract it enough so she can, because she's being sieged.
Also, we signed a contract with this Draco Lich.
She's being sieged, so we're trying to alleviate pressure.
I would just like to say I have not signed a contract.
Nope.
True.
Which is why we need to do paid.
See, I wasn't here.
Can we
Say yes.
can we just have an
Wasn't it for me?
addendum to our current
Not
contract?
dying.
Can we call up the former devil?
Yes, it'd be as simple as that. They will need to give some blood, And what's in it for you is that I don't eat you.
You're protected by the contract.
If we don't do this, we have no chance. If we do this, we have some chance.
So this is world-ending times, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and if we do win, then we have to bring him back to the regular plane.
This person is keeping other gods at bay. This person's keeping 2 gods at bay at once. We need to.
No.
The Draco Lich?
Yeah. No.
The
Yeah.
2 gods are fighting each other. This Draco Lich
No,
is
but he's
like,
keeping
falling
the
between
other
cracks.
gods from getting in. Remember?
No. Getting into where?
The plane to help.
No. Enduin is keeping all the gods out to help the Raven.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Enduin is a god.
Yes.
Dragon Lich is going to help us fight.
That's what I'm saying.
My books are looking.
I'm saying
pretty blurry.
Enduin is keeping out
You
the
guys
other.
there's just a miscommunication. You guys are on the same
I
page.
don't,
Yeah.
I don't know if I misheard. So.
Enduin is keeping the other gods from coming. That's what I was saying. So we
Mm.
need to fight him.
Yes. With
I'm just
the
trying to
big-ass dragon.
say that's how strong he is he's keeping multiple gods at bay at once.
A lot of gods.
In their own
I
territory.
am getting thrown out of the frying pot and into the fire right now.
Look, you went on an archaeological dig, you got captured, kidnapped, you've been working down here for months, now we're showing up saying we gotta go fight God. We gotta go fight God. I'm sorry, it's a lot. We got a lot to do today.
A god who just happens to be the greatest conqueror
Yep.
ever.
And you know the best part? We don't even get to rest. We're just going straight up after this.
Still think you can handle it yourself?
I'm thinking I want to go home.
Well,
agree.
sign the contract.
What do you need for a contract?
Well, first of all, I think I need your friend over there. He points to the door guard.
Why do you want him?
There needs to be a ritual sacrifice.
Yeah, that's fair. See, that's why we were holding on.
Okay.
I would like to do this.
Grell, did you get
But-
enough of the info out of that guy?
Not at all.
Okay. Are you gonna have enough of the info for it to not matter?
Can we
You
just
do
go
not know
inside?
the forging
Can we
process.
just go inside of your magic mansion after this and do paperwork, but then let him
No.
like
Well, I
do the
know-
black 3 switch?
Will I know of any other caverns?
I say
where
we
I
just
need-
let him do his thing.
No, this is kind of the only one that kept you in. They kept a pretty good hold on you. You do know that you were taken with some of your other students, and they had said that they were important somehow.
Other students.
They've been using the students to help juice Enduin by feeding their souls to him, or using the souls to do the soul forging over there with the blue glowy flames.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We got sent here to find them.
Well, I haven't seen them in a while.
We
So
found their We found corpses,
Found like one.
a few corpses. But
So phylactery switch. Ritual. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
we should figure out something more about the forge, huh?
I don't think we have the time to do that.
yeah.
The god is right there. He could come down and smite us at any time. Before.
I don't think we have enough time for another long rest and have somewhere. I think we gotta.
He needs to do his thing so we have a chance before he finds out that we're here.
Do we need to have the devil? Can we just get along and not kill another helping set of hands?
I need.
All right, we won't note down the soul forging process, which would have been helpful.
Wait. So,
Wait, anything?
There is, as you guys are kind of talking, he is.
what about the frog?
That was the
That was the.
You're right.
And he just goes, "Oh, I have the turtle and the other frog. Keep your friend.
Thank you.
Keep your friend."
See, this is why we were giving him extra stuff along the way, so we didn't have to worry.
He opens the portal out, and you see two of them, just two Dueguar, just hit the ground. He grabs one, and then with his other hand, just single-handedly back to the hole, closes it, and he goes, "Much better."
I'm going to pretend I didn't see that.
He
Probably
drags him
forget.
off to the corner and goes, "You guys continue talking," as he is pouring the salt wine.
Did you guys see the devil?
A devil.
Hey,
He's
not
a lawyer.
We're
kind of.
getting
Devils are the lawyer. Wait, the
No.
lawyers are the devil?
yeah, we're getting lawyers. He's summoning a lawyer.
We wouldn't.
He
do-
needs a blood sacrifice to
Yeah.
summon a lawyer.
Actually, he actually needs Bigby's billable hour, and then
We wouldn't do this if we didn't need to.
All right. So As he's off in the corner, there's like you guys hear screaming, and then no more screaming. A thud to the ground, and there's this kind of pillar of fire. Where the body was is now standing a pack devil, the same one that you guys saw before. They converse for a little bit, pull out the initial pact. There's a moment where they kind of like write over something. Then he hands him the same pin from before, and Energax, this elf, walks over to you and she goes, hands you a form
Germany.
as well as a pin, and just says, just a drop of blood. Your true name pops up, and he just steals it.
I'll wave at the devil, like, hi.
Pleasure doing business. And they just back up into flames.
Does he? I'll ask her guys. Does he have a business card? Does that feel? He feels like a useful person.
The
To kill somebody. Yeah, useful.
And omelets.
business card, no. Specific spell, yeah. You know, once we're done here and we wind up back on the material plane, if you kowtow to me and you don't have to immediately fight, I can teach you something.
What are you asking for this whole time?
I
Wait,
want to see how you do against
can
a
I-
god before you become an apprentice.
Wait,
What?
so can I use one of the books and do
Yeah,
the
becoming
minute
an
studying
apprentice.
to take whatever he
I
felt
fucking
he
am.
was confident about and use
You're
that
a
as a
kid.
Have it just that's like a
You're
it was
a
a
lot more
contract
morally
as well.
dubious than I am.
Yeah,
for some
contract.
fucking reason.
I believe it is divination,
Abjuration.
abjuration, necromancy. So, unfortunately, not.
that would have been sick.
Yeah. All right. So that is done. You are now added as an addendum.
Lovely. I love
Welcome
being an
to our
addendum.
club.
I feel like I think I've been an addendum for a while. I just changed causes.
We just didn't know you were here.
We would have got you probably at the same pace as we got you anyway if we knew where you were here, but we
okay,
would have made sure.
So as it because I definitely did some awful things to that general just so I could help you guys out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe enough time for me to just sit and chill for 4 hours and
4?
Shorter. You can get all his spells back.
I would like to trance.
No, I don't believe we can get a long rest after 4 hours. I don't think we got 4 hours.
I don't think.
How long is it going to take to get the Great Worm set up?
An hour?
An hour?
An hour. Singular. It's not, oddly enough, it's not that complicated. It's literally just transferring from one body to another. So it's just priming the vessel, and then
If we're fighting a god, I would really like to be prepared.
to not have used your 8th level spell?
Yeah.
I just want to let you all know that I did not know that there was a god out there that needed to be fought. So my biggest fish
Let's-
to fry was the general who's been whipping.
Let's defer to Boss Man here. Hey, whatever his name is.
interject.
Yes.
He looks over and she goes, well, if I'm going to be completely honest, issue being, I'm pretty sure as soon as we are done with this
Be
body,
aware.
he will be aware. Because they will no longer be the same entity down here. What do you mean?
Okay, so I'm trying to think of
Okay.
how I can jimmy this. So what type of spell would anti-magic field be?
8th level.
But would it be like abjuration? Possibly.
I think it would be.
Does your
actually-
house
Can,
hide us?
No.
can I ask,
It could be found.
what's his, I keep forgetting his name.
But what if it was guarded by a
yeah,
lion that need
yeah.
to sleep or eat?
Abjuration.
Abjuration.
Can I ask him if
What if
he
it was
thinks
guarded by
it's
a
worth
lich?
it for us to be, for
And then
us
the lich
to
should
be
like
at
maybe
full
the
strength?
7th hour starts
to
the
fight.
process?
Or are we
Just
gonna
stop.
be
Not
not that
differently in
much
the
of
house than it
a
does out here. It'll go by
deal?
Here is the issue. While your friend pointed out, time is different. So if you guys were to do the long rest inside of your magnificent,
Oh, you have that too.
things will proceed much more quickly out here.
Us clearing every living being down here is probably going to bring some attention a lot faster than 8 hours.
That was going to be my next point.
Yeah.
Sounds like we don't.
We
have a
will
choice
be
then.
sitting into a trap if we go in and come out.
Yeah.
As well as it seems as though he is growing stronger by the day, which also means that your guys' god you prefer is most likely growing weaker by the day.
That's what I'm saying. Just gotta do it.
So if you were to take a rest, even if it was in here, not your mansion, that it's still 8 hours you would all need.
What about a short?
Short rest. The majority of you can probably take a moment respite while Bartleby and I work on my new home.
I'd say short rest, and that's the best we can do, honestly. Because the longer we
Well,
do,
not
the
have
worse
to
it
do.
gets.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of powdered rubies and snow.
So yeah, that's my vote is short rest while they're doing the fucky dragon things.
I think short rest is the best we can do. I'm sorry, Professor, but you blew your load. You blew your load fast. You hate to see it.
So, while you guys are talking about that, I'm gonna take one of my books that's floating, and I'm going to spend a minute while you guys are getting the dragon ready for whatever fucking wizardry you're doing. And so it has 3 charges. I haven't used any charges on this book. I did use a charge from the Astromancy. Wait, it doesn't say how many. Oh, it has 3. So, but I'm going to use 1 minute focus and expend 1 charge to replace one of your prepared wizard spells with a different spell. But it changes.
That won't.
It doesn't replenish the slot.
Won't give you the slot back now. Just take the short rest, my guy,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
Best you're gonna be able to do.
I'm
Is it short
sorry.
rest 4 hours?
No.
No, 1
it's an hour.
That is.
I believe you do get arcane recovery though.
yes.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. When the first words out of your mouth were "I cast feeble mind," I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way I can stop him.
So yeah.
So what do I get with arcane recovery?
I would recommend you look it up real quick because I gotta sit in the next part.
Spell
I
slot
don't remember.
below 5th level.
Okay.
5th or level.
I remember there was a level.
Let's do the phylactery.
So, Bartleby.
Mhm.
There's a moment where Gas kind of just, oh, my friend. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. He walks over and he grabs underneath the jaw of this ancient worm, and you see he grabs it one side and grabs the other. And this is the first time you've seen him strain as he starts digging his heels in, starts dragging this body.
Can I help him?
No.
Doesn't seem like
I have a 29 in strength.
Oddly enough, just due to he is still a Dracolich. Like, if you want to, go ahead. I'd
And
say
it was like-
probably not much.
All right, fine. But whatever. Move.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bad DM moment. I should have just said yes.
Wait a
yes,
minute.
and I apologize. 2 of you start dragging it out, and there's a moment where he very harshly rips the head around, so the entire body
I feel like
off
the
to the
head
side.
180 first, and then the body followed
Mhm.
shortly after, so it's kind of a bit loose in the neck.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of starts stepping up onto like the jawline. He puts his hand down for you. And he just lifts you up very gently. He's actually being very polite as he walks through, and you guys start to the long process of making your way through ancient worm hide. As he is sitting there, just using spell after spell to just cut through this. It takes you guys about a half hour just to open, like get through the hide down to the sternum, break it open, and get to this massive gem heart. In which he kind of looks at you and goes, "Could you help me again with for Bartleby's hand?
Yes.
Could you grab that out for me, please?"
You cast Bartleby's hand.
Bigsby's hand. But it is my hand, yes.
He casts it. He gets on one side while you're digging it from the other, and he kind of like rolls it up onto your hand, and you feel it sink a little bit before it lifts up. The gem heart of a dragon. It is about the size of a boulder. Yeah, bigger. About that.
I've seen dragon heart.
This is a worm heart. Oh,
Right.
You don't get the reference?
I got.
I know.
Dragon heart.
Dragon heart?
I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Am I ripping something off?
No,
Okay.
just
No, it's just a terrible movie.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
It's a call out to a bad movie.
My bad. He lifts it up onto there, and you move it to the side, and then he looks at you and goes, "I leave the rest to you."
Cool. We had it. Give me the thing.
And basically, he goes through and he explains the process. He jumps off the side of this dragon and reverts back into his Dracula form.
Those two dragons.
There's two dragons, and he is huge in his own right, but he still looks like a puppy next to a full, like, wolf.
Like a bone dragon.
Dracula, yeah. And he takes a moment, and he goes, "Essentially, I've prepared everything, so all you should need to do is take this and move it to there. And the rest will take care of itself."
But he's gonna turn.
Then I have something on me with power word kill. Right, that's the spell prepared.
Yep.
Cool. Fun fact, I have over 100 hit points. Just saying.
He nods.
Okay. And then all I need to do is put it in the chest.
Yep.
I think internally, I'm thinking like I could go down in history as the dude who killed a Draco Lich, but somebody needs to survive to record this in history.
There's also, you're getting the idea that he seems very confident that it will work regardless of HP.
Okay.
This seems to be more like this was a pact made with a devil,
Yes.
and it may be more soul binding than it is like physically binding.
Even if I die, I killed the Draco Lich.
It's true.
That secures my place in history. But
wait. So
somebody's-
I'm confused. I don't know
Don't
what
get
this is doing.
He is moving the gem heart of this dragon into
Yep.
the other dragon, so he can then move his essence into the dragon, like the Great Worm.
So what is with this word thing though?
It's a contractual thing.
Okay.
if I don't do it, I die.
Oh,
If you
okay.
fuck him over in his weakest state, you die.
Got it. Cool. Okay, that's what I was not. I was
Yep.
like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Right? He nods and he lays back, and there's this awkward moment as you see him actually prepare himself for pain as he just rips like through his own collarbone and just opens up his own chest for you to use Bigsby's hand and transplant.
Oh, I use Bigsby's hand?
Yep.
Well, I guess it's too big.
So big heart.
It's still big, not the same size.
Do we need to roll anything?
No.
Cool.
Just tell me that you do it.
I do it.
All right. You guys see as there's this stone is lifted up and out of this large dragon, but dropped almost into a puddle, like a drop into the ocean in the size that that previous heart had. But as soon as it makes contact, you see the runes that he had prepared kind of light up, and the skin starts to knit over it, and there is this movement under you as he takes a breath.
Ooh. I'm gonna get off. It's
And
under
the
me.
entire mountain shakes.
The bronze dragon takes a breath.
And then there's a massive earthquake as God notices.
And that's when we're going to call it today.
So, just a reference, this dragon, the bronze dragon, is the god's former mount.
I'm so lost. I just pumped this thing.
So he put it down there, and we said it was in like a napping position and everything. The dragon died, but he loved the dragon, so he's very.
So this is our trump card.
This is his like best dog he's ever had.
It's like if Sunny if I had to fight Sunny to the death, I wouldn't
Yes,
do it.
but but he's gonna be pissed that we even touched it.
It's even worse than
Yeah.
the best dog you ever had because dragons are very intelligent.
It was a person.
Like that was
friend.
just a person.
Well, before we end for tonight, I think we should acknowledge the first donation that we've ever received on stream.
Yay!
And
Thank
just say thank you so much. And if you're ever considering donating, we should have some links down below eventually. We also do have a Discord where we run different campaigns, and there's actually, if you want to go ahead and do your pitch for our new open to the public Discord.
Oh yeah. We open a public server, so if you want to come play some community games and set up your own community games, please come on by. We should have some links down below on YouTube, or even right now if you're watching on Twitch. Basically, is your own tabletop shop that you can get to on your computer. You can't buy anything, but you can still meet cool people. You can set up games. There's sections for you to run your own games. There's sections for you to hop in other people's games. And we really, really like you guys to use it. I would love to hop in some games with some random people. I think that'd be really cool. It doesn't have to be D&D. You can run different things out of it. That's fine too.
Gonna drop a link.
Bobby's donation. It went on to a debit card. I do not know. I don't know what card it is. It's the number I do not recognize. It's very likely
Well,
that.
mine.
We'll sort that out later.
Yeah.
But if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And otherwise, catch us on Twitch on Saturday, every other Saturday, at starting about 7 p.m. Pacific. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you guys free next Saturday?
In